Hello and welcome to the stream. Aha! It is me, Funny Caveman, with a funny game plan. Oh, sweet, my multi-chat works, so I can see both YouTube and Twitch. How convenient. I'm glad that works. But how's everyone doing? This is my first stream back in like shit, a year now? I've seen y'all here. Wow, look at all these lovely people. In any case, if you're not part of the Discord, let me go ahead and tell you the game plan for my first stream back in a year. All right. Other than obviously entertaining you all live for the first time, I'm probably out of practice and gonna trip over my own words like a kid learns how to walk. Bro, I've missed you too, Zeno. It's been a while. But first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to do tier lists. Weirdly enough, I want to start doing a thing every year where I basically cover all the games that I did throughout the year and rank them on a tier list. And anything in the S and A rank, this is the funny rule, anything in the S and A rank carries over to next year, and we will evaluate it based on those games in the following year to see if they still hold up. And, well, that's kind of the plan with the first one. And we're also going to do a Modpack tier list, like right afterwards. Once all that's done, we will play Enigmatica 9. I'm sure it'll be a grand old time. It's nice having you all here. But other than that, how's chat doing? How are we all doing today? I hope my mic doesn't sound like I'm like in a McDonald's bathroom. Does my mic sound okay? Do I need to be closer? Do I need to get like really intimate? Probably not. If Payday 3 and Grounded 2 are not on your top 2 games, this will be the worst tier list ever. Well, I'll tell you right now, Grounded 2 and Payday 3 are on vastly different parts of this upcoming tier list. I will tell you that with confidence. Sound great, don't worry about that. I'm doing well, I've been playing Grounded. Your mic sounds good too, thanks. I remember this guy. Hey, Beaboo, it's been a while. Shoot, like a year, right? It's been forever. Should we have the worst trash list? Maybe later. Second worst tier list then. Okay. But it's a lot of chat. I'm not used to this many people being here. Ever heard of the Menagerie mod pack? Great quest system. I've been told a lot of mod packs, so to tell you the truth, I might have, and it just like I've completely forgotten to this point. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit for me. Give me a second. It's a little loud for me. There we go. No, my stomach is grumbling. Not because I'm hungry, I just... Oh no, stomach deciding to be upset. Anyways, without further ado, let's go right into this tier list, shall we? After I close a few of the windows. Bam, bam, bop. There we go. The only part we need... Okay. So, starting with the games tier list, let's talk about all the games I played. Now, you might have noticed, in the list, there's definitely a lot more than I've covered in the channel over the past year. That is because, under I would say, a masochistic tendency, I've decided to go ahead and add every game I've played on stream in the past, or have played in general on the channel, or even just games I played during this year that I can recall immediately. This isn't every game I've ever played, because if it was, this stream would never end. I'd be here for 3 days. Because 1,000 games is not something you can just write off. But as you can see, we got a nice little list here. Everything ranging from S to F. Anything in these top 2 tiers, they go straight on to next year. We'll evaluate them later. So, starting off, WoW is F. We're not there yet. Not there yet. Chill. Hold on. So, Grounded being the first one on this list is really funny, because I just talked about Grounded 2, literally the other day. And Grounded is an easy S. Grounded 1 is one of my favorite survival games of all time that I've ever played. It's a well-rounded experience. I had a lot of fun. It was actually my comfort game while I was moving from Missouri to Cali. So, it is rightfully an S tier. And I remember so much of it already. My favorite part of it is easily the point where you're like at the top layer and you think you're like unstoppable. and then the ladybird shows up, which is a recolored ladybug, and your kneecaps get removed. Funniest moment ever, especially when I glitched out the exact moment they removed my kneecaps and I launched into orbit. Great game. Great game. Best game. Yo, Dweller live stream. Hey, how's it going? This is super weird. I'm obviously out of practice in this whole live streaming stuff. Sorry, no knees. You don't need them. You're right. You're right. I stream and play video games and do content reviews for content reviews. Yeah, I'm gonna review Critical's channel. No, I do game critic for a living. I don't need knees. I don't need knees. Yeah. Anyways, Deep Rock Galactic. We have 2 bangers right out the gate. I don't think I need to sing its praises, even though my video that I made a long time ago. As a matter of fact, we're gonna give a bit of a lore dump here in a second. But DRG is a good game. My video never did it any justice, but it's a good game. I love it. It is one of my favorite co-op shoots. It's a fun time. Is everything going in S? Absolutely not. Let me clear my throat real quick. No, not everything is going into S. It is very, very much going to be a hard combat at the top. Like, it's gonna be a challenge for games to get up there. Grounded and Deep Rock just happen to be the first ones, and they're easy S's, no questions asked. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, DRG is a great game. It's one of my favorite co-op shoots. You dig, you are dwarf, you shoot gun. It's literally one of my favorite co-op shooting games of all time. And I mean, wow, out of practice for sure. I need to see a clip of this getting flung into orbit by a ladybird. I don't have the clip. Anyways, I don't think I need to explain myself. I have a video out from like a while ago, and I guess the lore. Hello, hit YouTuber bottom dollar. Hello. So here's a bit of lore. My critic, like my entire critiquing experience, is actually at the start of like 2022 or 2023, and it starts with the DRG. Like, it starts with DRG. There's a DRG review. I'm overwhelmed. Hi guys, thanks for the follow. let me see here. Let me get the names here. Mr. Danny Mike, thanks for the follow. Okay. A lot of these are S tier games. We're not gonna lie. Yep, and that's gonna make it all the funnier when I only have to put in like a handful. But my entire critic career started with DRG. It's not the one that launched it, but it is the one that got my foot in the door. So, it's awesome. RimWorld. It's hard to tell because most of the logos here are cut off. Thank you, Spectral Lemmy, for the follow. It's hard to tell what's like here because of all the cut off letters. This is RimWorld. RimWorld is a really solid game. It's basically, if you haven't heard of RimWorld before, it's essentially like a top-down colony management game, but the game will also generate narratives for you, and you would just have to make sure your colony survives and doesn't like implode from some random plague in your direction. It is really difficult, but I love it. I've made so many different factions in RimWorld, and my favorite in particular is my weird cannibal cult that I made that would immediately sacrifice anybody they imprisoned to their abstract god and then eat them, and then also sell their skin, you know, as all profitable businesses do. Anyways, RimWorld's a solid A. It's not my favorite game of all time, but it's really good. Factorio. Now, this might shock you, people who know me as the automated Minecraft Modpack fan. I think it's good. I think it's good. It's not the best. I'm personally not a fan of the top-down map style of automation. It has a lot of mechanics in it, and it's very nuanced, and it's obviously, you can go super in-depth in Factorio. And Factorio did teach me that there's room for growth in anything. But I am not huge on Factorio as much as you would think I'd be. There's a lot of... Well, I was expecting a low tier, put in a low tier form. No. Factorio is 100% B tier. It's a good game, but we gotta remember, S and A rank go to the next tier list for the next year. And I don't think Factorio needs to move on any further. I think Factorio is a good game, but for comparing it against RimWorld, Deep Rock Galactic, and Grounded, yeah, I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close. Hearthstone. You know, I have mixed feelings on Hearthstone. Because if anyone of you who've watched actually all my reviews know that I love card games. Card games are fun. Hearthstone is a card game that wants your money more than anything. And then the way they justify this is making every set have a weird gimmick. And I love weird gimmicks. I love gimmicky bullshit. If there's anyone on the face of the earth that loves stupid gimmicks that just make something dumb, it's me. Alright? But I shouldn't have to cough up $100 just to get the gimmicks I want. It's a mobile card game, so it has microtransactions, and it's free to play, so I can't really, like, it's free, but free in quotations. You basically have to dump your entire wallet just to enjoy the game. Not great. So, I'll put it in C. It's not the worst thing I've ever played, but it's by no means going to be something I classically just call good. It's just kind of like, it's okay. Have you played Balatro? So funny you mentioned that. Right down there. We'll get to it. Ash is sleepy. Thanks for the follow. Let's see here. Oh, sup, Slacker? Hey, Squirrel. Abiotic Faction. Faction? What the... My brain must have got clubbed by like a bridge troll or something. There's no way I said Abiotic Faction. Abiotic Factor! Abiotic Factor is easy A. And, But now we have Grounded and... Which one do I think is better? Oh, no. I'm being presented with choices already. Abiotic Factor is very much... I'm not going to say it's like Grounded 1-for-1, but it's Grounded-esque in the way it has like a set map survival. And it's based kind of loosely off of like a weird love child of like Half-Life and SCP. And it's really good. Like, it's really good. And at 1.0 just happened recently. And I have been playing it. There will be a review on it. I won't tell you when, because if I give you a deadline, then I won't finish it. So just expect it's happening. But if I give a deadline, my ADHD will decide, oh, we don't need to release it now. We can release it 3 months later. So, but the thing I need to evaluate now is, since Grounded and Abiotic Factor are, generally speaking, the same experience, outside of the way they handle building and having a different theme, obviously, and different maps, being the same kind of survival game, would I put Grounded over Abiotic Factor? No, I don't think I would. I think I'm actually going to drop Grounded to A. I think Abiotic Factor beats out just barely, and it's because of one thing. I'm a sci-fi guy. I love science fiction, and while Grounded is science fiction, Abiotic Factor is extreme science fiction. Like, if we're just talking about this, it's... Abiotic Factor has that insano, monster-based, like, alternate dimension, time travel, and level science fiction setting. Grounded is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and that's not bad. That's a fun concept for a survival game, but if you put them in the room, I'm picking Abiotic Factor. Okay. Monster Train 2! I made a video on this that, admittedly, went a little under the radar. Which is fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'm definitely not sad about that. I definitely put a lot of work in that. But Monster Train 2 isn't a good enough game for S and A. It's really good, but I wouldn't put it in A. Slay the Spire isn't on this list because I didn't play it within like any of my streaming time or any of my YouTube content. But if we were gonna go be real here, if Slay the Spire was here, it'd be easily like A or S tier even. I'd actually put it in S. I'd put Slay the Spire in S, 100%. Monster Train 2 is a really good game, and I think after updates it will get better. But as of right now in its base game state, I think it's just really good. And that's really it. Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is RimWorld, but it's dwarves, and it's a lot more nuanced. Is that the word you use? Nuanced? It's a bit more granular. It's down to the little details. Like, every one of your dwarves have so many different, like, personality traits, and you manage a colony of dwarves. I probably should explain what the game is. You manage a colony of dwarves, and you're managing them to make a dwarf fortress. Wow, like the title. And there is an adventure mode, but I haven't played that enough to justify talking about it. But Dwarf Fortress is really good. But I think it's also too, like, I have ADHD, if y'all don't know. And I've got major brain damage when it comes to reading things. And Dwarf Fortress is a lot of reading. So, it goes in B. Gameplay is really good, but because of how much, like, exact, like, mechanical knowledge you have to have just to survive, and, it's really good, but, like, if I had to choose between RimWorld or Dwarf Fortress, it's gonna be RimWorld. And I love dwarves, but the love for dwarves could not possibly make it through my inability to be literate. Dwarf Fortress is one of those games where you need to sink a lot of time into it and play and understand. Yeah, and maybe this is a hot take, but if your game requires you to sink thousands of hours to even understand it and have fun with it, now Dwarf Fortress isn't the same, but I'm just putting this on there. If you have to have like a fucking degree on just how the game works, is it really a good game? Like, really? Is it really a good game? I'm just asking. Chat, tell me, do you guys think it's a good game if it takes thousands of hours? Is your Grounded 2 vid mostly spoiler-free-ish? It does spoil the last boss towards the end. I will let you know. It doesn't tell you about the final boss, but the footage is there. So if you just want to listen to it in the background, you absolutely can. I think the Grounded 2 review, you can definitely listen to it in the background. Just don't watch the footage. Make it a listen, not a watch. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, games should not have 1,000 hours requirement to learning how to fucking play the game. The basics should be able to be understood in the first couple hours, and then getting all the mechanical nitty gritty should be like something you just acquire over time. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Wouldn't be the first time. Why is my stomach so upset? Give me a second. Okay, now we're on to the poster child of my negative reviews. 7 Days to Die. So, I have a question for my chat, of both Twitch and YouTube variety. Do you all think I should go back to 7 Days to Die and play Alpha 16 and make a separate review for it? I've gotten a lot of comments telling me that Alpha 16 is the best shit. At the same time, though, I haven't played Alpha 16 yet. So I just need to know if people think I should cover Alpha 16 at all. Because let me just tell you this. I will tell you flat out, it's going right here. I don't think that needs to be elaborated. Especially after the recent update where they made it even worse, and then they made a press conference where they just shat on people, where they addressed a bunch of issues, but then they just said, like, oh, you guys asking for all these things for us to fix actually slows us down on the stuff you want. Bullshit. Complete BS. That is the most, like, that's the most backwards ass logic I think I've ever heard. Telodian, thanks for the follow. Do you want to subject yourself to that again? Hey, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Listen, when have I ever exclusively played things I liked? Payday 3 and 7 Days to Die are on this list. Hi, Dweller. After 10 minutes of waiting, I jumped over the gatekeeper and entered the shithole. Hi. Hey, how's it going, Danny? welcome. Grounded 2. Now, my Grounded 2 review has been receiving some controversy, mostly because of misunderstanding. I need to be very clear about something while we're talking about it right now. Grounded 2 is not a bad game. I think I said that numerous times in my video, that it's not a bad game. Objectively speaking, it's a good game. The thing I was saying wasn't the issue that it was unfinished, because apparently when you say that anything feels like it was released too early, suddenly that means you're complaining it's early access. I wasn't. I was talking about the fact that it released too early in context to early access. Because if you look at the roadmap clearly shows, in winter, most of the features that are missing right now that were from the base game and reworks of existing ones, on top of a bunch of other things that if they were in, I would have likely had a more positive experience with. Grounded 2 is a good game, but it released too early, even for early access. It needed more time before it entered early access. That was my point. And I think a lot of people misunderstood that, and that's okay. I probably wasn't clear enough. I'm willing to accept that L. But that was my point. So, with that all being said, it goes in B. Grounded 2 in its current state, it's good. It's alright. I'm not putting it in A. It's not going to be like one of the best games ever right out the gate. But it's good. It's a good game. And I'm sure that when 1.0 hits, whenever that may be, I will be in love with the game. It'll be up here with Grounded. But as of right now, I cannot in good consciousness put it there because I'm just like, I think it needed more time. That was really it. How is Grounded 2 cheaper than Grounded 1? It's an unfinished game. Grounded 1 was the same price as Grounded 2 right now, but once Grounded 1 left early access, it gained like, I think it was like $10 in price. So now it's $40 to get a full experience, and it's like $30 to get the unfinished experience. It's fair. I hate that such large studios like Obsidian release games in early access, especially as a sequel to a successful game. I agree. That was another point I made. I get the idea of developing a game alongside the community. I love when games do that, and I want them to do that. But I feel like if you've already released the first game in early access, I don't know if you really have much business doing it again for the second. Now, am I going to be okay with early access for Grounded 2? I trust that Obsidian will do a good job. Obsidian's had a track record before of doing a good job. But at the same time, you already released a wildly successful first game. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. You already released a wildly successful first game. Do you really need to be releasing the sequel in early access? I'm just asking. It's a thought, a concept, you know? Oh no, maybe it's just me. Payday 3. Now, you might think I'm putting it here, but two things. One, armor update happened, and the armor update actually made it good. I think Twitch crashed on the web browser. You think Twitch crashed on my web browser? Is Twitch fine? Can Twitch chat confirm that the Twitch stream is fine? All right. Payday 3 though. Payday 3. Twitch is bad. I gotta see this. Hold on. Stream looks good? Okay. Stream looks good on YouTube. Alright. Well, we'll run with it, and Twitch can just tell me if something's wrong. Let me see here. I'm gonna open Twitch real quick. We're gonna have a moment. Hold on, check this out. Funny trick. Oh god. Oh. Oh. It's the infinite tunnel. I see into the void. I'm seeing into eternity. It stares back. What the? Whoa. Oh. Okay. We're fine. We're okay. We're good. We're okay. Payday 3 got good, is what I'm saying. It's not the best thing ever. I'm going to put it in C. After the armor update, there's a lot more building. There's a lot more, like, build making. And I think the armor update made combat a lot more fun. And then still a little bit of hope in me that Payday 3 might be able to pull itself out of the gutters. So I'm going to put it in C. Now, the armor update isn't enough for me to make another review and, like, go back over it and, like, oh, yeah, it got better. Not yet. I'm waiting. I will wait until Payday 3 becomes better with, like, the Payday 3, with, like, the, brain work with me now. Come on. Come on, ADHD. Go away. What? Yeah. I'm waiting for Payday 3 to get the update to the skill tree. That was it. The skills update. When it gets that, I'm sure it'll be up here, but as of right now, it's fine. It's fine. I hate that early access is just a ready-made deflection from criticism. If they're selling it now, you have to treat it as it is, and currently that's a lot of words. And not make the assumption it will get finished. Correct. I agree. To Hanley and YouTube chat, I agree. Yeah. All my nervous tics return. First stream back in a year, and now my body's trying to fight back. Calamity! I know, it's a mod. I don't care, though. It's in this list anyways, because it's my list, and you can cry about it. Calamity is really good. However, I do know that they're getting ready to rework the whole thing. I don't know how much that's going to change. I will put it in A because my experience was really great. But I'm ready for that to change for the better or the worse by next year, which is why it'll be going into A. Not necessarily because I think entirely it's an A experience. It'd be high B, though. Because I want to see just how far off the deep end it goes. Calamity Fables, I never played it. That's why it's not here. Calamity Fables ain't here because I never played it. And also, Calamity Fables doesn't have enough content to put on here. Alright. Repo. It's fine. It's okay. It exists. It's another friend game where you require friends to enjoy. And most of my friends, unlike me, have jobs that have set schedules. I, on the other hand, am my own boss. So, it's okay. It's an okay game. Not the worst, not the best. It'll be right there. It's alright. Angerfoot. I played exactly once on this channel as a gameplay, like, video. And it was really good. But it also gave me sensory overload a lot and produced panic attacks out of me that I would have to lay down for, like, minutes at a time to recuperate myself to play Angerfoot. Fun game. Fun game. 100%. But, like, the visual stimulation, it kind of puts it down here. It's not because it's a bad game, but because all the stuff going on overwhelmed the shit out of me. Because I'm going to give you a little bit of lore, everybody. A little bit of bottom dollar lore. Not only am I autistic as hell, I have ADHD and anxiety. And panic disorder. I have 4 things running at me all at once. It's very easy to get overwhelmed, and Angerfoot accomplished knocking all of them into hyperdrive. If you are not, like, sensitive to, like, visual, like, clutter, or, like, sensitive to, like, visual flashing and, like, all that stuff, I'm sure you get a lot of mileage out of it. It's a lot of fun. I would rather not go through a panic attack again by playing a game just by the visuals causing me to go nuts. It will stay in D, and we will leave it alone. Let me see here. What about audio? Is it okay in that area? I don't think the rave music was that bad. Angerfoot's rave music was pretty good. I can get by the music. It was the visuals that was too much. All the flashing, no seizure, just panic attack. Valheim. It's alright. It's pretty good. I mean, like, it has its reasons to be played. Number 99, thanks for the follow. It has its reasons to be played. But It's its dev cycle. Dev cycle took way too long, in my opinion. Like, I'm all about waiting for people to be finished with something, but it took way too fucking long. And I didn't like the biome locking. I did not like the biome locking at all. Did you play Antibiotic Factor 1.0? Yes, but I'm not done with it yet. A video will be made eventually. Valheim, as far as things I don't like, the biome locking was annoying. Sailing was fun for the first bit, but I got annoyed by the mechanic rather fast because of the wind direction, stuff like that. And I get it's realistic for wind direction, but it's also a Viking Afterlife game. If I keep having to adjust for wind realism in what's basically the afterlife, I'm going to want to headbutt my face into my desk. Not the worst game ever. It's good in its own right, and there's definitely lots of stuff going on for it, but it's okay. I need my stomach to stop growling. I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but it's been like churning up a storm like, hey, you need to relax. And I'm like, no. Terraria. Well, I think Calamity is good. Calamity has a lot of interesting balance changes that doesn't necessarily make it better, but makes it its own sort of side grade level of good. You can't top Terraria in this field. There are so many mod packs from Minecraft trying to be Terraria, and it is... Or, I'm sorry, Terraria is apparently the correct way, but I could not give less of a shit. I'm calling it Terraria, and you can deal with it. Yeah. Good game. Terraria is so good that mod packs are trying to replicate its quality pretty frequently and failing miserably on numerous occasions. And it's because Terraria was crafted around the idea of, is it fun to put it in? I think the only thing that was annoying was wiki maneuvering, but that was annoying initially, and eventually I got around to it like, okay, this is great. Because now I just wiki dive in most games I play, and I don't even think about it. So, easy S. I don't think anyone's arguing that. If someone argues that this game's F tier, you're stinky, and take a shower. Or argues that it's F tier. Did I say S tier? Did I say it argues if it's S tier? I think wiki diving is becoming more normal with most games. Yeah, it really shouldn't, but like, it's its own fun. Vintage Story. Vintage Story goes into A. It's really good. I think the only thing that's stopping me from playing it more is that I'm not huge on realistic level progression. There's a lot of things that it does take liberties on where it allows you to have a little bit more fun, and it's really well polished. It's really good. And like, I love the music. I love how well it captures its rustic feeling, you know. I love the rusty creatures that come out with the rust zone. It's really, really solid. And there's a reason it's growing, and a reason why people are picking up on it really fast. The only thing that's keeping it from being S is just because as far as sandbox experiences go, it's a little too on the realistic side for me to really get like the most mileage out of it. But for what it's trying to do, it does it exceptionally well enough that I can't put it any lower than A. I can't put it any lower than A. Even if I don't think that the realism part is really for me, it's solid. If you haven't played it yet, do it. Like, just do it. There's a good shot you will enjoy it. Deadlock. Deadlock is... It's alright. I'm not a MOBA guy, really. As far as MOBAs go, Deadlock is by far the most approachable one, in my opinion. I think Deadlock is a very approachable MOBA. Compared to, like, you know, Dota 2, League of Legends, or whatever other MOBAs might be. Fucking Heroes of the Storm from Blizzard. No, Deadlock is a very approachable one. Well, I say approachable as if it's not locked behind a early access that you had to be invited into. One that's been in that early access for, I think it's been like 2 years now, right? Anyways, the whole point is that I'm trying to say is that it's a good MOBA, but that's also saying it's a good MOBA. And MOBAs for me will never go higher than C. Like ever. That's just not happening. Voice crack. It's not happening. There's not a single MOBA I can think of that's been like, wow, I'm having so much fun. Never happened. Deadlock is fun in its own right, but it's the only amount of fun I can have in a MOBA ever. Roblox never had a review on my channel, but I've talked about it so often that I might as well rank it. I don't think I can really have people argue with me on this. The state of Roblox right now is atrocious. Atrocious. It is bafflingly terrible. So much garbage is being pumped out on the platform. The creator wants to turn it into a dating app, and as I've always said, as my friend Bard is saying in chat right now, 17 ain't federal, dog. Because that's the range they put on the adult content is 17 and up, and that's no. Thank you very much, but if I'm gonna choose a dating app, I'm gonna choose the one that won't get me arrested. How about that how about them apples? And also, while there's plenty of great games on Roblox, it is completely swamped out by just how much shit is on there. It is either gambling slop, pet simulator copies, or it's like slightly blanketed Roblox house, as I put it, because I can't say it as anything else because YouTube will remove my shins and feed them to my dog. So Roblox stays an F. This is not speaking for every game on Roblox. I love Pressure. I love Faith. Faith is a lot of fun. But it's all of the rancid shit that's on there, and the Easter and the stupid egg hunt event recently only further highlighted that, and all the more reason I will not be revisiting that game on this site. I will not be revisiting it ever again. You should try Sandbox, which is basically Gary's Mod 2. Fun fact, I have tried that. It's not on this list, but if I'm going to put it anywhere, I'm putting it in C. Not because it's necessarily bad, because I think it has a lot of room to grow, and I'm not going to call it Gary's Mod 2, because it's not Gary's Mod 2. It's Sandbox. It's very much its own thing. Risk of Rain 2. I don't think we're arguing that. Risk of Rain 2 is amazing. The expansions that would have dropped it even down to A or even down to B got fixed. Risk of Rain 2 is an uncontested gem of a game. So it is the absolute best in its genre. The way that the game perfectly encapsulates "I'm a god, no one can stop me" into "I am nothing but a mere twig in this world of demigods" is crazy. You go on a power romp, and then suddenly here comes the pest. Blam! There goes your whole run. Also, banger tracks. I listen to Risk of Rain 2's tracks completely unironically outside of the game. Really banger music. And don't worry if you see a lot in S and A right now, by the way, because at the end of this, I will be filing it down. But I'm just putting in places where it's like where I hard agree at. Just know that anything in S is very likely staying there or going to be in A. It's not going to go any lower, but A's might work down into B's if there's too many in A. Phasmophobia. I reviewed this a couple years ago, and at the time, I thought the game was great. However, this has changed with the way that they're doing development. Horror 2.0 has been delayed so much. Like, I talked about, I think in that review, that I was excited for Horror 2.0. It's still not out. And while I'm all about development time taking its sweet time and, you know, getting everything it can done correctly, there's a certain point I ask, is that feature real, or are you basically just dragging it out? And also, the updates became less about investigation and more how can you play Ring Around the Rosie with the ghost the best. And I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not for Ring Around the Rosie stopped being fun years ago. I would rather, instead of having you sprint, that they made more about being careful with angering the ghost. That would have been much more interesting to me. But you know, everyone's got their own form of fun. But this is going to C. I can't even really say it's good. It's all right. If you like it, that's fine. And I think as a multiplayer game, it's fun with your friends. But any game is fun with your friends. That's the thing that I also don't like. People arguing games are better with friends. My brother in all that's unholy, anything is better with friends. If you go to a shit movie, it is better with your friends. If you get tortured by a government agency, that's probably better with your friends. I'm saying right now that the better with your friends argument should die. It should be gotten rid of. It is a very weak argument in anything ever. Because I'm sure my friend could make me laugh. Yeah, watching paint dry can be fun with friends, as Hanley said. Sure, it can be fun with friends. My friend would probably say something stupid and I would laugh and that would be a good time. So, I will not be taking that argument. Phasmophobia, as a game, is fine. It has fallen in my eyes, but it's fine. House Flipper 2 goes in D. I talked high praises of it in my video. I loved it. And then they did nothing with it. They've done so little with House Flipper 2 that they're still releasing expansions for House Flipper 1. I shit you not. Since the launch of House Flipper 2, they are still releasing shit for House Flipper 1. And their argument to me when I released my review stating that was both games play differently, so we're releasing content for both. And that's fine, but House Flipper 2 hasn't seen shit. It has had nothing. Maybe a DLC that they might have announced, but like, let me see here. Hold on. Let me open my Steam real quick. House Flipper 2 DLC. Their DLC is a Scooby-Doo map and a co-op DLC that's free. And a supporter pack where you get like 3 items, or like a handful of items, and that's it. There has been no reason for me to revisit it. They got a pool update, and that's it. In the past couple years this game has been out, it has had one major content update, and that's it. But they're still releasing DLC for House Flipper 1. First time seeing you stream. Hi, Goofy. Nice to meet you. Lethal Company. It's okay. You're going to find out that a lot of the quote-unquote friend swap games are going in C. Lethal Company's alright, but has probably like the weirdest development cycle I've seen, where they kind of add like some things and they add some fun to it, but then you play it for like a week or two, and then you drop it, and that's it. It's a good game. It's a lot of fun. I think it's the only horror game I've ever played that can go 180 from hilarious to terrifying in a matter of like a second. So it masters itself in being equally as funny as it is pants-shittingly horrifying. But again, I feel like a lot of people rank like Lethal Company and Repo high because it's very much like, oh, it's fun with friends. And again, as I said earlier, saying it's fun with friends does not mean the game is great. It's just like anything's fun with friends. On its own, it's an alright game. It is alright. Minecraft. I'm obviously going to be biased towards this because this game is single-handedly responsible for my job starting in the first place. But despite how many times I have absolutely dunked on this game, as a matter of fact, it's not moving. Minecraft still remains to be my favorite game of all time. It shaped me as a person. It started my career. It has been a major source of entertainment for years, not only through gameplay, but through the content I've watched growing up. And even though its update cycles have been weird, it still hasn't gotten any worse, you know? It's just gotten a little fatter, a little wider. You know, it's got a little bit more going on, but not a lot of depth being added to it. But it's still, it's better than saying the game has become objectively worse with every update, because it hasn't. It's just added more stuff. And the copper update that's happening right now might be my favorite update in a while. The shelf in of itself adds a lot of new building possibilities, not only by it being technically a vertical slab, but also with it having the ability to fast swap things out into your inventory. We basically got tool racks. We no longer have to have a chest for tools. We're talking about Bedrock or Java since they are different games. Always assume that when I'm talking about Minecraft, I'm talking about Java, because Bedrock doesn't exist in my eyes. Bedrock's dead to me. Better off said to me. We don't talk about that one. Java Minecraft will always be near and dear to my heart. Other people have different views on that, and that's fine. This game defined my life. And that might sound a little dramatic, but it's true. Pal World. I played it for maybe a week and then I stopped. Good game, not really one I would play like consistently. If other people love that game, it's fine. I'm not really gonna say any more than that. Team Fortress 2 though. Team Fortress 2. Had to clear my throat for a second. Team Fortress 2. You might think this is weird for me to debate this. As far as things go, this is my favorite FPS game of all time. It's not close. At the same time, though, it is basically on community-driven life support. It will never die, because the community will keep it alive forever, because that's how Valve's updating it now, is with community updates. We'll never see new weapons. We'll never see any major changes, really. They did announce an MBM update, and I'm curious if they're going to just do community maps, or they're going to actually bother making a whole new tour. We'll find out. But it's a solid game. I think it'll go in B. High B. Highest B you can go. I can't, in good conscience, just put it in A, though, considering that it's basically on life support until they decide to stop adding community stuff. Team Fortress 2 makes Valve money, and that's really it. The glory days of TF2 are long over. Agreed. It's not going to go anywhere, and it's still one of the best FPS on the market, and considering that it's free, there's no reason why you shouldn't play it. Like, it's just good, and it's one of my favorite FPS games, but it's basically the plug is pulled. They don't support it as much anymore. They'd rather support Counter-Strike, you know, as loosely as they support that. 20 minutes till dawn. It's all right. It's one of those auto battling roguelikes. It plays itself basically. And the giant like spree of them that showed up during Vampire Survivors' great success. It's pretty good. It has its own things that has like going for it, but I think its replayability is kind of dwindles in comparison to other ones in the market. So if you want to hear what I think about auto battling roguelikes, I think there's too many of them, and I think a lot of them just try to do the safe, tried and true formula instead of trying to invent new ways to play. 20 Minutes Till Dawn does its own thing, but it doesn't do enough for it to really stand out. So it'll go here. It'll go and see. It's fine. Pizza Tower. A. Pizza Tower is a really solid platformer. It is. I love its art style. It's very stylistic. Every level has a new mechanic for you to mess around with, to play around with, and have fun. And then at the end of the game, spoiler alert, even though the game's been out for years, at the end of the game, you go through all those mechanics at the same time in one big level, and it just, everything in Pizza Tower feels good to control. I think the only time I've ever had an issue controlling anything was the cheese transformer in the oh shit level. The sewer stinky poo-poo level. But other than that, Pizza Tower controls really well, the movement's really fun, and every level feels like a blast to go from like start to finish on. It's a great game. If you haven't played Pizza Tower and you love platformers, it's a no-brainer pickup. Boy to go. It exists. I played it maybe twice. I think it's underrated. I think it should have gotten more credit, but I don't think it's necessarily the best either. It's good. And it will go and see. And then we have The Binding of Isaac literally right afterwards, and I don't think that needs to be argued. This is easily up here with the greats. You cannot beat Binding of Isaac. It is the best roguelike experience you can get, no matter how ball-bustingly hard it is. It is insane how much depth is in this one game. You gotta think about it. In the first floor, you have so much you can do that when you first start the game, you have no idea you can do it. But when you learn more about the game's mechanics, when you get more into the nitty-gritty, you learn just how much mileage floor 1 has for you. A lot of people just hit the R key in the game and just keep hitting R until they get a run that works. I don't. Because there is no telling how this game will make an item that is so blatantly dog water into one of the best things that could have happened to you. It also has a lot of exploration, a lot of mechanics like where secret rooms and how they spawn. If you go to Delirium, you can find out which ones are actually Delirium. It seems random until you realize that they aren't random. It's based on room placement logic. If there's no way for Delirium's room to only have one entrance, it won't be there. If Delirium would spawn outside of the limit of the 13 by 13 grid in rooms, Delirium won't be there. There's a lot of ways you can find out what rooms are Delirium just based on room spawn logic. It is insanely heady how much thinking you can do in a run, and eventually becomes such a trained practice for you that you will just know it and you won't have to think about it too hard, and you'll be able to get boss rush like consistently with how fast you can piece 2 and 2 together. Really good. Fantastic game. And I see my chat talking about tainted characters right now. My favorite tainted character in general, Tainted Lost is really good. But I really like Tainted Bethany. I think it's a lot of fun. Did you know the devs are planning to make a first-person sequel, remake, or spin-off of Isaac? Are they making an Isaac FPS game? If that's for Isaac, you can bet your sweet Bippy I'm picking that up. Yeah? If that's real, if that is real, you can bet your sweet Bippy I'm picking it up. I will pay big money. Now, I will say, Edmund is working on Eugenics, and that game looks like it's gonna be really good, I will be playing Eugenics on launch. Straight up. I've loved everything Edmund's ever made. Super Meat Boy, Isaac Flash, and Rebirth. I've played a demo of the End is Nigh from like Humble Bundle or something, and I want to pick it back up again because I love that game too. But Isaac is the grandpappy of all roguelikes, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Then we have Deltarune. I'm gonna get a lot of flame for this. It's good. Really good. I wouldn't put it in an ARS though, because in case you guys don't remember, I don't read. I think it's the only RPG though where I did read. The only RPG where I did read. And I love the characters. They're a lot of fun. Except for Birdly. But people will defend Birdly to the end of the earth. And I'm just going to say that just because Birdly is a kid, and Birdly is characterized as a kid, does not mean I'm not allowed to hate the little shit. The only thing Birdly has going good for him right now, at the time of this recording, is he has a banger theme song. And it's in my stream playlist that we're hearing right now. Will we find it? Probably not. I don't know. But Deltarune's the only RPG where I've actually read, had fun reading dialogue, and engaged in a story-driven experience, and had a good time. But it's also an RPG, and requires me to read, and a lot of it is and you can play multiple different paths in the game, but it's very one-note. Oh, no. Mario Gaming, don't take it as I hate Birdly entirely. Birdly's hilarious because of how hateable he is. You want to punch him in the face, and that makes him funny. Stellaris. You may not have noticed this is Stellaris because it's just an L and a cut halfway through A because this site hates me. But that's Stellaris. It is a pretty good game, marred by one of the most atrocious learning experiences in my entire life. It is a fantastic game. Fantastic game. Stellaris is a great RTS game, held back by a cluttered, massively overwhelming UI. Just like, you can learn it, but it's very much like the game. You know how we were talking about earlier, how a game that takes thousands of hours to learn is really kind of like questionable whether it's a good game or not? This puts that to the test, and not in a fun way. There's not a lot of mechanical nuance, in my opinion, with Stellaris. It's a lot of UI nuance and knowing how certain buttons do certain things. But mechanically, it's a right-click RTS game. It's a great game, marred by a terrible learning experience. I've learned the game, and I love the game. But if we're talking objectively here, I would never recommend this game to anybody unless you just hate yourself that much. So let's put it that way. This is in D, not because I hate the game. I love the game. I hate how it teaches people. And now we're in a lot of games that I just haven't covered in a video before, or haven't played in a video. By played on stream, or it's been off-shot notice, or like offshoot, like, wow, flipping up my words. It's been mentioned offhand. Guild Wars 2 was a game I used to stream a lot back in my solely streaming days. And it is, in my opinion, really good. The only thing that's holding me back from getting it an S, though, is that it has had 2 DLCs in a row where it's very much just kind of eh. And also, its horizontal progression might not be for everybody. It doesn't have vertical progression in the way where, like, you get new expansion and suddenly you're stronger. It gives you a bunch of other options. And that's not a bad thing. But it does mean that when you come back, there's not really, other than unlocking the other sets, I don't think it's really a personal goal that I stuck to. Because once you have, like, the Ascended Gear, it's, like, the best thing you can get. And if you have the Ascended Gear from base game, it's just as good as the Ascended Gear in, like, the current expansion. The new one's going to have new elite specializations, but it's nothing really to write home about. I will say that as an entry-level MMO RPG, it being completely free base game, there's no membership. You don't have to pay for membership. You only pay for expansions in Guild Wars 2. It has probably the most pro-consumer business practices I've seen. However, it won't go in S because MMORPGs have this inherent problem where I can't seem to fully attach myself to it because of one thing or another. And for me, I actually do like vertical progression. It's a great game to play as a first MMO, but vertical progression does not exist in this game. I like the idea of becoming stronger in one way, shape, or form. And I feel like it wouldn't hurt Guild Wars 2 to give players a power upgrade once in a while. Now, I know Guild Wars 2's community will probably shoot me in the back of the head for saying that, but it's my personal opinion, and cry about it. Teaching is optional if you have a wiki. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's a cop-out. Wikis are fun, but they should not be the main way you learn about a game. Path of Exile 2. I'm going to be so real with you. In its current state, I wouldn't say it's the best ARPG I've ever played. This is Path of Exile 2, mind you. Not Path of Exile 1. We'll talk about Path of Exile 1 later. But Path of Exile 2 is alright. The issue I have right now is I don't think builds in Path of Exile 2 really scratched the itch in my brain all that well. I think we're comparing it to the previous game, which it should, it's a sequel, and even though it's in early access, it's not in early access. They're already starting seasons in Path of Exile, it just costs you money to get in. Path of Exile 2 has seasons, and has had, I think they're going on a second one here soon. I would not call this game early access. I would just call this game as, we're trying this out, and we're patching things to make it just a little better, but it is inherently a different game from Path of Exile 1. And as it is a different game, it means mechanically it's different. And I just don't think the builds as an ARPG thing really satisfies me all that much. I think, honestly, it stays in scene, it's fine. Cyberpunk 2077. If you had asked me at launch, it would be going here and we would not be talking about it ever again. Its launch was atrocious. Just awful. You could not play the game on any machine, no matter what, because it was so unoptimized. It was glitchy out the butt, out the ass, and it was a mess. The only thing it really had was story, but it was hard to get through the story when the game was constantly trying to turn your computer into soup. However, it is updated a lot, very faithfully, and a lot of it's free. It's had one paid DLC, and that was it. And the paid DLC was really good. All the updates have made the game really great. So I will confidently put it in B. I actually do recommend, for people of the right age to play it, because it's very much an inappropriate game, would not recommend it for anyone under the age of 18. It's a good game. It's a fantastic game. If you're looking for a if you're looking for a Western RPG, or like a Western gameplay style RPG, where it's very much like just your standard, I shoot my gun and I level up and get perked to shoot gun better. Great game. Not an A, but really good, and I hope to see a sequel someday. Final Fantasy XIV. This is going to be really interesting, because I'm playing this still. I'm not going to review it, but I am playing it still. And I'm just gonna say it. It goes here, but not for the reasons you expect. Let me just say that I'm still going through A Realm Reborn. Still. And I've been playing it for a fat minute. I've got 2 days of playtime on my current character. I've got 24 hours each. And that's because I am crafting my characters and doing my crafting jobs as I'm leveling up. So my playtime might be inflated just due to me leveling up my crafting skills alongside doing the story. A Realm Reborn story has to be probably the most poorly paced thing I've ever played in my entire life. It is a test to ADHD. If you want to feel your ADHD really get drilled into, and you want to feel like you are going through molasses in California traffic, go ahead and play Final Fantasy XIV for its story. Final Fantasy XIV, for its story, really good, but it's paced like shit. Shit. It is awful. But there's parts in the story where it's really good. There are parts of the story in ARR where I actually do have a good time. And the reason it's getting S, though, is because, and I'm going to say this real close to the mic, so beware your ears. It might be loud, but I'm going to try to whisper it. It is easily one of the best MMORPGs on a gameplay standpoint. On a gameplay standpoint alone, Final Fantasy XIV is amazing. While I do think that classes are a bit too rigid, in my opinion, the classes feel good because they don't have 40 fucking buttons for the rotation all the time. There's a couple classes that have that. Let me be very clear. I know of a couple classes that have that. But a lot of classes don't have a massive rotation. It's easy to approach because it was designed to be played for both controller and keyboard, so they had to be very considerate with how they did their rotations. It is a really, really good MMO. And for it to be this good as a membership MMO that has expansion costs and microtransactions and it's insanely good. Could not recommend it enough. I think the only thing that I might have is I don't really get behind anime art style all that well. And if I had to choose, I would rather have all of this bundled in like an art style like World of Warcraft. But I don't have that right now. I have Final Fantasy XIV. We're all a bunch of anime cat boys and bunny boys or whatever the case may be. And we have a grand old time. With like actual gameplay that's good, because the game's designed as an RPG that happens to have multiplayer elements, and that makes it a good game. Hi Dollar, have you played Skyrim? Would love to see a review for mod packs on it. I don't think I'll be playing Skyrim to do mod reviews. I appreciate the suggestion. Lazy Shulker Sensor says, Factorio is B tier. I just bought it and believe it should be S, or at least high A tier. I just don't like top-down 2D versions of automation. It really is just the top-down camera thing. I like more three-dimensional space. It makes my factory feel more sprawling. So I prefer 3D factories over 2D ones. Satisfactory would be on this list, but I never played it on camera, but just know that Satisfactory is good. I would put that in A. Satisfactory is an A tier game. Schedule 1. It's going to be hard to talk about this game, considering that it is a game about selling produce, to put it that way. It's good. It's good. It's not A or S tier right now because it still has a long way to go, as it is an unfinished game. It is still being worked on. It's being updated, and we're supposed to be getting the cartels here soon in the game, so I'm excited to see that, but it's a good game. I would recommend people pick it up. It's fun. I know you mentioned a few Roblox games earlier. If you had them on a list separate from Roblox, what would you rank them? You're asking me to rank them right now? I don't even have a list set up for it yet. In any case, I don't think there's enough Roblox games where I could confidently say is good enough for me to have a whole tier list based on them. Just know Faith and Pressure are really good. And I think there's a game called like Blast Zone or something like that. Really good as well. Those are my 3 recommendations. Pressure, Faith, and like it's like a arena game called like Blast Zone or something. Really good. World of Warcraft. It's alright. I played a lot of it. I have the current expansion. However, if we're talking about gameplay standpoint, comparing it to Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy XIV, I think a lot of the issue I have with World of Warcraft isn't so much that its late game content is bad. I actually think World of Warcraft's late game content is pretty good. However, to get to the late game content, you have about 60 levels of leveling yet to go through. And therein lies the problem. Guild Wars 2, you can access most of the content as you play, and what you are playing through in its entirety, you can enjoy. And it's a lot of fun, and it's great. Like, you can go through Guild Wars 2, and the whole leveling experience and all the gameplay is really great. Final Fantasy XIV. Crafting feels really good. The combat feels great, and you can play multiple classes on one character, and if you max a class out, the experience applies a boost to other classes. You can level those up faster. It's called the Armory bonus, if I remember correctly. Have I gotten there? No, but I've heard about it, and I find that as a very pro-like player thing to do. World of Warcraft just now got that, and it's locked in the expansion with warbands. And you have to go through 60 levels of nothing but quests. That is objectively boring. It is boring. And I know people are like, oh, well, MMOs are grinds. Final Fantasy XIV made that fun. Guild Wars 2 makes that fun. RuneScape makes that fun. World of Warcraft's quests are not fun. They are not really that engaging. It's, let me kill this thing 5 times and move on. And that's all it boils down to. It's rancid. Then you get to, then once you're at level 60 though, anything from 60 to 70 in the current state of this video is great. I love that end part of the game. Raids are fun, dungeons are fun, delves are my favorite thing they've added. But it's all locked in the new expansion. So if you want to play the game, you're going to cough up the money for the expansion and the membership, and you have 60 levels to get through before you even get to enjoy the end game. No. No. The only thing that's stopping me from going in D is because of the fact that Angerfoot's in D because of the fact it gave me a sensory overload. And House Flipper 2 is in D because it doesn't update, and Stellaris doesn't teach you very well. World of Warcraft's just boring. And actually, now that I think about it, now that I say that out loud, I think it's worse to be boring than anything else. I think I'd much rather you be a bad game. The worst thing you can be is a game is boring. Unironically. A bad game gives me something to talk about and gives me an emotion to feel, and it makes its own fun in its own right, because I get to be angry and have a justification for being angry. And a good game, I get to fall in love with and experience memories. WoW is going in D because it's boring. It's not as bad as 7 Days to Die, and it's at least got better moderation than Roblox. I'm not joking. It has better moderation than Roblox. It's a boring-ass game for 60 levels straight, and then it's good at the last 10 levels. If they take the time, and this is me saying a recommendation, if World of Warcraft took the time to put delves in the earlier levels, in the beginning zones, so players can experience those, which I know is a large order because you're putting in starting areas into an old map, but just hear me out. If you put those in there and you add some extra activities for players to do at the earliest levels, I could move it to C, maybe even B. It could be good. But delves being locked into the last half of the game and all this content being always locked into one expansion, it is really shit because you go through 60 levels of boring garbage. So you want to know my exact MMO recommendations? Guild Wars 2 if it's your first MMO that you've played, and it's free, so even if you stop playing it and come back to it, you won't have to pay any money to get back in. Final Fantasy XIV if you plan on being fully into the hobby. Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of good gameplay, and I definitely recommend it. You can always play Ascension Warcraft. Never played it, might try it someday, but as of right now, World of Warcraft, like retail, goes starkly in D. Cult of the Lamb's good. It's not the best roguelike I've ever played. It's really cute. I love the art style. I use the music in a few videos. I think the music is really good. Rest in peace to the artist, to the music. That was a very tragic loss in the indie game music space, but good game. Definitely a entry-level roguelike that I would recommend. Now, let me ask chat something. What's your thoughts on gambling? There's a reason this game won so many awards in the Game Awards last year. It earned it. Now, it is really good, but it's going in low S for a reason, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it is insane how simple of a premise could be that addicting. It is crazy because it makes all the sound effects. It's like boom, 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 and you get like all like the jokers. It's crack. It is a simple game that is crack. And people who play the game min-max the shit out of it. And to tell you the truth, I never had to. I've won gold chip before with my poopy madness card. It was really funny. However, it's low S tier because of the fact that we've been waiting on a proper content update for about a year. Development times are fun and all like that, but if your update for just basic content update is taking this long, it's either going to be a sizable update or you're taking a vacation. Which, to be fair, you deserved it. You won a lot. You did a lot of award traveling and stuff like that. Totally fair. Thumbs up. Totally get it. At the same time, where's our update? And I'm not counting the Jimbo's Friends updates. Those are cute, but come on. Where's that? I want more Balatro. I want more reasons to lose track of my time in editing my next video. Nubby's Number Factory. Nubby's Number Factory is pretty good, but I'm not going to put it up in A because you already have a Balatro like. It's pretty good. If you're looking for a Balatro that plays more like Peggle, is about getting big number and has like Windows 98, Windows Vista level like graphics bullshit. Like it looks like some. If you like the idea of a game that looks like a children's education game that's actually a insane roguelike built on that aesthetic, it's insanely good. I'd recommend it. But it's not going in A and S because I already have Balatro up there, and if I have another Balatro like up there, I'm going to have a stroke. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Dead by Daylight. I used to love this game. If you have been around since my streaming days, you would know that I used to be a Dead by Daylight streamer. I used to play it with my uncle, and we used to have a lot of fun. However, if you look at modern Dead by Daylight, it's not a horror game anymore. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. You cannot tell me otherwise. Call of Duty Warzone's doing the same shit, by the way, where they're just putting in characters for the sake of putting in characters. Dead by Daylight's doing the same thing. It's Fortnite. And I will tell you that by opening their store page right now, and I will tell you the past few DLCs we've had. And you will tell me, and I want you in chat to tell me, if I am wrong for saying this game is fucking Fortnite. Are you ready? So off the top, new survivors from The Walking Dead, followed by Five Nights at Freddy's. 2 horror IPs, totally fair. Tokyo Ghoul. You know, from anime Tokyo Ghoul. We have Kaneki now. And while the meme with Kaneki in Springtrap is really funny, at no point did I ever shit my pants in fear and horror to Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. I do not know why this was added, but it's here. You're free to like it, but you can't argue that's very out of character. Then we have Castlevania, and egregious reach, but I guess because it's Dracula? That's fair. I mean, I guess. Tomb Raider's stupid. Why is Lara Croft here? Did anyone genuinely label Tomb Raider as a horror game? No. Bad. And then there's Dungeons and Dragons. What the fuck? You know? It's Fortnite. It's F tier because it went from being a horror game to being Fortnite. And also there's a bunch of skins that are glowy in your face and basically completely removes the horror game aspect. It's a garbage game. I would not recommend it. It's also a game that requires thousands of hours to even understand it, and most of the game is basically running to points, holding down the mouse button, and then leaving. And I'm not talking about killer balance or survivor balance. You both have stupid shit. Both survivors and killers have stupid shit in them. The only problem is survivors have 4 people, and killers have 1. And when killers use the stupid stuff, survivors cry. It's a dumb community, bad fan base, bad game. Cry about it. What'd you miss? You only missed that Dead by Daylight went right where it belongs, in the trash. Juice Galaxy, B tier, not a free game anymore, but it is a really fun, trippy game. That's just basically physics Dark Souls. It's weird. I can't really explain it all that well. You would have a better time playing the demo to understand what this game is, but just know it's a good game. Go play it. That's it. That's all you get. People seem to hack in Dead by Daylight a lot. I mean, to be fair, most multiplayer games have a hacker problem. And it's especially because Dead by Daylight uses easy anti-cheat, which hasn't stopped shit before, and still won't stop shit now. Path of Exile. A. One of the best ARPGs in the market. Path of Exile 1 still stands to be good, and if you don't know, Path of Exile 1 and 2 are being developed independently, much like House Flipper 1 and House Flipper 2, except they actually do a good job with Path of Exile 1. And in Path of Exile 1, they have new seasons still. It's still as big of a task to learn. It's a wiki game. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's 100% a wiki game. But if you're looking for an ARPG with nearly infinite content, no better place to look, and it's free. Completely free to play. You don't have to spend any money. You can for stash tabs, but it's free to play. I would just play it. Like, straight up, just play it. It's good. Yeah, I've done all the rough ranking. Now, here's the fun part. You might have noticed that S and A have too many people here. Time to shave off some. Right out of the gate, when I put them all lined up here, I don't think RimWorld goes in A. I think it goes higher than Dwarf Fortress, but I don't think it goes in A anymore when you put all of them into perspective. Because we have all these games up here, RimWorld is a game I open up still and still have fun, but I don't open them nearly as frequently as anything else up there. And that leads us to S rank. We have too many up here. Far too many. Terraria will go down to B. Terraria is really good. But, like, when we compare them against all those, if I'm talking about, like, my favorite games over the past time period, it's great. It's not going up in S. It'll be an A for sure. It'll carry on to next year, but not S. And now, we have to think about the rest of these. Guild Wars 2. It'll go to B. It'll go to B. Isaac drop? Absolutely not. It is staying starkly up there. You cannot, I'll tell you right now, you cannot sell me or make an argument for both Minecraft and Isaac. They're staying there. Those two games literally define me as a person. They will be there probably forever, into the foreseeable future. Literally defined me as a person. Deep Rock Galactic, I think, will also move down to A. Fun game, great fan base, super friendly fan base. I don't think it's going to be up in S for much longer. I think it's going to be an A. I think it's very fine in A. A very good A. But that's it. Balatro, I'll move it to A. I'll move to A. Because of the update situation. If it gets an update, it'll move right back up to S, I'm sure. But Balatro will go into A for the sole principle that it doesn't have an update right now that is new, that isn't just a card skin update. We need a content update, and we're still waiting on it. Calamity will go into B. Putting Calamity and Terraria on the same tier is very weird to me. Good mod. I wouldn't really keep it in A now that we have all those up there. And we're getting a bit more rounded up. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like a bit more of a reasonable tier list now, doesn't it? Because we have a lot less in S and A now. Look at that. B's getting full. C is reasonably full. D is for special cases, and F is where it belongs. They are staying right there. Yeah, Grounded doesn't deserve that high of an A. I agree with Traylon in the chat right now. I agree with Traylon. Definitely doesn't deserve that. Oh no, I think the tier list looks good now. I think A is still a bit too large. It's Risk of Rain 2. Zigag. Risk of Rain 2. And Gearbox fixed the expansion. That's why it's an S. Otherwise, I would knock it down to A. Pizza Tower. I love that game with all my heart, and it's one of my favorite platformers. But when we put it up with all these, really great. It's not getting a content update, and now I'm done with the game. I've completed it. I've ran it. I've gotten P ranks on multiple levels and S ranks on all of them. Really good game, but I don't think it's going to stick off to the next year. Solid platforming experience for sure, and 100% a pickup guaranteed. But otherwise, nah. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Take your screenshots. Take your screenshots. Tweet about my shit takes. And if you want to know, this is a public tier list on Tiermaker. You can make your own. So you can go out there and make a tier list thing for yourself. However, I will say that with this tier list being done, we have another one we're going to do. But before that, I'm going to take a bit of a food break. So I'm going to be gone for maybe like 10, 15-ish minutes. So if you want, go get yourself some snacks, get yourself some water, get some noms, enjoy the music maybe. And I will be right back here in about 10 and 15. And we'll talk about the Modpack tier list, which has the long-awaited Better Than Wolves discussion. We're going to talk about it. That's right. In that tier list, we're going to discuss Better Than Wolves. And we're also going to rank every Modpack I've played, and then move on to the Modpack we're playing for today. So stay tuned. I'll catch you in a bit. Muted. My mic's not muted. Oh no. Mute the I'm going to jump scare. Did y'all shoot your pants? I bet you did. Whew. I definitely scarfed my milk down a little bit too fast. Give me a second. I need to catch my breath. I vacuumed it like Kirby. Woo! Okay. Hello everyone, back from my food break. That's right. I had brisket and mac and cheese and corn and also a whole ass birthday cake flavored milkshake, also known as Big Back in it. But how's everyone doing? Did anyone have a good meal break? Have a good meal break? I was in the middle of a fighting crowd. That spooked me. I ate entire everything's and I vacuumed it like Kirby. You know. Anyways, it's the time you've all been waiting for. You know the one. You know the time. You know what it is. Alright. First, let me get a screenshot of this wonderful little tier list of ours. Yes, ours. We made it together. And by that, I mean I totally talked over while you guys all said things in chat. But hey, you were with me. And that's the important part. Okay. Open up the tier list. Okay. Observe. Our ranking. Definitely less than the games. Alright, have you made it to the upper yard yet? Some of these fights are difficult. I've literally beaten the game. I've beaten Grounded. Anyways, we're not talking about Ground right now. We're talking about Minecraft mod packs. This is the Minecraft mod pack tier list that I've created. This will not be an annual thing. This is just something I wanted to do. Because as you all know, Minecraft mod packs, while they are back, they are definitely not my main content anymore. But I figured since I was ranking everything with all the games I reviewed, I might as well do all the mod packs since they're all bundled here. We got stuff I reviewed, stuff that I definitely haven't, but played off camera. We're going to find out where they all fall in this entire arrangement here. Alright, so let's see here. Starting with Reminiscence. Now, Reminiscence is pretty good. I have to think here, because I want to be a bit more deliberate, because this is going to be like a set-in-stone detail for the rest of time. I think Reminiscence is pretty good. Someone already caught that Roguelikes in here. We'll get to it, don't worry. I think Reminiscence does a pretty good job of what it's trying to do. And it does, and like, it's trying to basically bring, like, beta features to a modern build, which is really solid, and it does a pretty good job at that. What's that noise my throat made? It's like, meow. It sounds like one of those, like, tube things. You, like, turn around and it goes like, meow, whine. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways. What the fuck? This summer, get ready for an all-new event! Refresh. Bastard. The point of Reminiscence is what I was trying to say before I got really interrupted by the world's largest ad devised by man. It does a really good job at bringing beta features into modern. That being said, it also feels really weird when I'm playing like with modern looks and everything like that, and I'm running around, and I'm like, oh right, I'm playing a modern version of beta, and the skeletons hurt. You know? But other than that, yeah, no. I mean, Reminiscence is he's really solid mod pack. His Discord got rated by the fans of the mod pack. Not this one. There is a mod pack that I got rated for. We'll talk about that in a second. But not this one. Okay. Better Minecraft. I don't need... Of course it's going in F. Are you fucking serious? It is so bad. It is just... I found a bunch of thing. I will now sling it into a pack and say, it's better now. Play this instead. Even on the CurseForge page, it says, don't play Minecraft, play this. Go to hell. Shut up. What a dumb take. Implying that you have a better Minecraft because you strapped a bunch of mods together with string and glue and chewing gum. Actually dog water. And you cannot convince me otherwise. Okay, Beyond Depth. So, Beyond Depth is interesting because, as you all know, I'm not really huge on adventuring mod packs for Minecraft because Minecraft was designed for the ground up as a sandbox experience, less so adventure, though it does have adventuring aspects. So when a mod pack does it, it has to kind of play around the fact that the game wasn't really designed for it. So I will say that with what Beyond Depth's trying to do, for like the open world exploration business that it's doing, where all the explorations on all these dungeons all over the place, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They also addressed the mining zombie thing and stuff like that, so there's been some patches to some of the issues I had, so that's really good. And also worth noting, I could be reviewing these entirely based on an old version, and it might have been patched. Because if I went back and played through all of these again just to make sure I have current information, you would never hear from me again. I would be like a sun-bleached skeleton in like a rotting roof in the apocalypse, and the thing that will still be open is going through GravTech New Horizons. Speaking of the devil, solid A. GravTech New Horizons takes its own wacky bullshit and it masters it. Masters it. GravTech New Horizons has a lot of stuff to it. It's very complex. It's very much designed antagonistically, but it does it in a way that's fun and charming. It is easily, if you're looking for like a pack to really sink thousands of hours into, this is the one. Like, this is definitely it. Now, is it going to go into S? No, because while I do find the antagonistic design really funny, I don't necessarily think that it should be something that packs should be trying to do. GregTech's just one of the very few packs that does it right. I like it for that. It's really cool. So, A. Okay, better than Adventure. This probably won't surprise you. I've talked about Better Than Adventure in my What Happened to Minecraft video. I did a whole review on it. Better Than Adventure is basically what I wanted the game to be. I wanted it to be a sandbox experience with a lot of nuanced mechanical blocks, like, you know, chain link fences and, you know, different, like, seasons, different wood colors that you can paint and dye. It's basically like it was made for me. I think the only thing that I want to note is that it is stuck in a beta version, which loses a lot of the optimization and a lot of the pipe works for stuff like, you know, stained glass. Because what I've heard is that in Better Than Adventure, they can't make stained glass. It's actually an impossibility in the builds of the game. It got another update, and it looks pretty promising, but as it stands, I think Better Than Adventure does what it does really well, and I would recommend anyone give it a shot. That also brings us to Raspberry Flavored. That probably won't shock anyone. Raspberry Flavored calls itself Vanilla Plus in the labeling, but I think, honestly, it's vanilla adjacent. It's its own take. It's very much like Better Than Adventure in the aspect where it focuses on the sandbox stuff, but it also has some mechanic stuff with Create, and it brings forth the stuff that they cut out from, like, the end, like the shulker boxes, over to their overworld in the form of, like, terabits. A lot of things that were once missing is now here. And I talked to the devs, you know, I talked to all of them. They are all very lovely people. I had a lovely conversation with them. but raspberry flavored Easy S. And as far as vanilla adjacent packs go, easily one of the best. Dweller, are you planning on looking at Authentic Adventure at some point? It's kind of like BTA, but for post-adventure update Minecraft, like a more polished Minecraft 1.0. Probably not. We'll talk about what my new guidelines is for reviewing mod packs here in a second. Damn, my nervous tick is going nuts. If you're wondering why I've been cutting out in conversation a lot, I've had to mute my mic several times because my nervous tick is popping off, because this is my first live stream in a year, so I'm very antsy. So just bear with me. I'm trying my best. All right, Terra Firma Craft. It's okay. I mean, you guys already know what my review was. Now, to be fair, my review wasn't fair, because it was made when I was experiencing peak burnout with, well, one of my peak burnouts with modded Minecraft, because I went into I think that was like month 5 of like just pumping out reviews. And for the record, did you know that doing the same thing over and over again for months straight is not good for your mental health? So when Minecraft content creators take a break from Minecraft, it's because they probably were about to shove their whole chair through their drywall. Anyways, sorry, clear my throat again. Terraforma Craft. Goes and see, it's alright. It's nothing to write home about. It's pretty okay. Vintage Story did kind of spoil me, so it kind of ruined my perception of the mod altogether. People will say Terra Firma Greg is a good time, but I don't want to play Terra Firma Greg because it's TFC as a mod for Minecraft itself just doesn't feel good for me. So it just won't happen, but I can respect it. I missed some part of the stream and I come back to better MC being F tier W stream, as it deserves. Stop being a kitchen sink pack and maybe I'll give you more of a chance. Maybe. Yeah, don't count on it. Actually, as a matter of fact, don't. Okay, Chocolate Edition. I would love to tell you what Chocolate Edition changed, but I have Stone Age. This mod was so difficult, I never made it past the Stone Age. And I will explain to you in the most polite way possible. But I will tell you right now, it's not going to Better Minecraft, because Better Minecraft F tier implies there was no effort. There's effort here. I will put it in here because I can see its value. Let's put it that way. But let me tell you my tale on why I personally do not like this mod. I was stuck in Stone Age for weeks. Skill issue, yes, but let me explain why it's hard. For starters, if you die at all in that mod, it has a roguelite-esque spawn type thing, where if you die, it spawns you somewhere randomly, and I think the number is 1,000 blocks away from the actual spawn point of the world. So when you die, you lose all of your progress, basically, unless you know the exact direction to go to find your stuff. On top of this, punching a tree takes actual minutes, and I will tell you that when I picked up this mod, I was already on the edge of burnout because I have done nothing but punch trees for a whole year's length, basically. And you know, like the movie Groundhog Day, every time I started a new save in a new mod pack, it was like Groundhog Day, that I was starting it all over again. So during my burnout, when I saw how long I had to punch a tree for, that's when I decided I needed to take a break. It wasn't because like it was hard. It was because I had now just seen the thing I've been doing be extended way longer than I'd like it to. And that's the thing with Better Than Wolves. A lot of things just take longer. They take a lot of time. That was the point. The point is that it's supposed to be like a longer mod experience. And that's okay. Maybe some people like that. It is a nightmare for me. It is a test of my patience. And it's incredibly difficult. And if you want that sort of experience, go right ahead. I can't blame you. To each their own. But I will say this. I'm trying to find a very respectful way to put this. This is probably my least favorite mod ever made. Like, of designed mods. I'm not counting Better Minecraft because it's a slop fest. On mods that are designed, like fully intently, where Greg Take New Horizons is obnoxious in a fun way, I do not find Better Than Wolves anything more than obnoxious in an unfun way. So, that is my politest way of putting it. Without my cynical jokes, without my pizzazz. Obviously, Flower Child was a big influence on the modding community, and I don't want to spend my time absolutely laying into the work of somebody this influential this soon. You will be missed, Flower Child. It completely, inarguably, shapes the modding community, and we all love you for it. Rest in peace. What should you hate more, Better MC or Better Than Wolves? Better MC, no questions asked. Always assume that. Assume that Better MC is the worst. Like, always. But Better Than Wolves is annoying for people like me, but people have had fun with it. Better Minecraft, the only thing that exists on is clout. Of, like, its whole clickbaity title. Take it classic. This is biased. This is the first mod pack I ever played. And I still stand by it. I think as far as kitchen sinks go, Tekken Classic is great because it's not overwhelmingly stuffed with everything like current kitchen sinks. Old kitchen sinks used to be nuanced. They used to have like a handful of things, but they made sure they kind of sort of worked in conjunction with each other, but not really. And you would be able to have fun off of a very light mod pack. And Tekken Classic is a light mod pack because it was made like back in like... Shoot, I was in middle school when that mod pack came out. Put that in perspective. It is that old. I'm 25 now. But it is a really fun romp, a very classic one. It's the first mod pack I ever played, and so it rightfully goes in S because it literally was just like my entryway into the modded world. However, on the if we're talking on the prospect of imagining my roasted classes were taken off, and I had a more perspective based on me playing it recently, it'd go here. Because it's old, it's the first mod pack, but you have to give it credit where it is. It's the first mod pack, and it's also still runs relatively well considering what it's doing. I'm playing an S though because I have them roast into classes, and it's my baby boy. I'm baby boy, and I love it. Mwah. Okay, Sky Factory 4. Skyblock Factory mod pack, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's had like 5 iterations, but I only played the 4th one. And from my experience, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was very much a... It was just a factory pack, and it had progression, proper progression. Not necessarily because they designed it for progression, I don't think, at least in my opinion, but more so that the world forced you down a progression line. I think it's a whole different way you go about it too. You're on a set world of a block, and you have to work your way through the systems that actually allow you to reach other things. Eventually, the game would open up to you the more stuff that you get, and that's it. So... Sky Factory 4 does the whole progression locking thing that I like the proper progression line thing, through map design, not so much with mod tinkering, though there is some mod tinkering involved. Life in the Village, it's fine. It's a pretty quaint city builder mod pack. It's very unique in its own regard, but nothing really to write home about. It's not like I'm going to be going up into, like, my war bunker, writing a letter to the missus, like, yes, my beloved. Dear beloved, I have found this wonderful new mod pack, Life in the Village 3. I'm not going to be doing that. It's good, though. Good in its own way. Roguecraft. Now, someone noticed Roguecraft, and even called out that this is a data pack, not a mod. I'm aware. 100%. I put that in here, because as a data pack, what it does is nuts. Turns the whole game into a roguelike, from start to finish. Or rather, roguelite. Technically a roguelite, because there's upgrades. You go through, you start the game, you basically go down, you do all your Minecrafting stuff, and all the Minecrafting stuff you do gives you points, and you can acquire, like, skill points to put into upgrades for your next run, and if you die, you just repeat the process. It'll put you somewhere in the world, you do it again. What it does as a data pack is insane. It is beyond reasonable. It's new game level quality. With all that being said, S, and now I'm looking at it, I'm going to move Tekka to A. There. If you need any kind of things related to graphics, panel, banner, logo, and animations, so you can tell me, I'll make it for you. I hate to break it to you. I appreciate the offer. I'm an artist, and I make my own stuff. Like, hold on. I'll help you. I made this by myself. I think I'm okay. I appreciate the offer, though. Thanks. Alright. And then, Vault Hunters 3rd Edition. Now, we do have the controversy involving one of the guys, which basically I can only boil down to unfaithful guy throws tantrum on internet, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the mod. And the mod pack is really good. The mod pack is really good on the adventuring standpoint. And it's my favorite adventuring mod pack, period, because all the adventuring is done right next to you. You build a portal, and all the adventuring is right there. No traveling required. You build a crystal, you go in. It's a consistent adventure given what Minecraft's world gen is like. And it works really well. That's why I love it. It takes the inconsistencies that a lot of adventuring packs have that I don't like, and brings it into a consistent format. It's a dungeon crawl with portals, yes. Which essentially means it's an adventuring mod pack, but you get to just warp straight to the dungeon instead of having to walk. Oh, probably Traylon, probably. I'm not gonna worry about it, though. I haven't heard anything since. Cobblemon. You might not be able to tell by the OBL, but this is Cobblemon. This is a mod with Pokemon for Minecraft. And it sounds like Pixelmon, but you wanna know what the difference is? This mod's good. I said it. Pixelmon is a bad mod. It's unoptimized, it's laggy, it's a mess, and it barely makes sense. Cobblemon makes biome sense, has unique animations. Had to clear my throat mid-rant. Cobblemon has proper evolution, like animations. You can name your people. They can walk with you. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do in Cobblemon, and a bunch of things that the Cobblemon can do. It's going in B, though, because it is a standalone mod that is still being worked on. It's really good, but like on its own, if we're talking about like in comparison to the rest of these on here, I had to put in B because it's on a mod pack and it doesn't have as much content. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't have as much content. It's adding Pokemon, right? But it doesn't have as much mechanical changes with the mod by itself. But it's really good. I would highly recommend everyone play it. And there you go. Read it and weep. If you don't like where I put things, that's too bad. Too bad. Sucks to suck. Hello, Dweller Fellers. Hi. Didn't Pixelmon get sued by Nintendo for the models? Granted, F Nintendo, but still. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. But also Pixelmon was stinky, so who cares? Sad, but who cares? Columbon's cooler. Runs better, more optimized, generally speaking, a better time. What pack are you gonna play now? Great question. But you're on YouTube, so you already see it. Enigmatica 9 is next. Enigmatica 9 Expert, to be exact, because I think it's like the newest Expert pack they released. So we'll be moving to that here in a second. It's not E2E, it's E9E. It's a brand new one. So I will go into the break screen. I will get that set up, but we will be moving over to the proper like mod pack gameplay, and we'll have proper conversations and have a grand old time. You get to see me play games and eat my microphone. It'll be awesome. But you get your screenshots, I will get mine. Watch this. Wow. I got my screenshot. There we go. So there you go. And if you want to make your own, just like the last mod pack, I have this public on here too. So you're always free to do your own. So I'll move over to the break screen. I will be right back. All right, give me a second. Let me just get the audio for the game put in here. Properties. There we go. And let me know if this is too loud. I think it might be maybe a little loud based on the game audio. Do I have any like filters on it? I hope it's not shitting his pants. Is the stream okay? I realize now I didn't transfer over. Oops! Whoopsies! I sure hope this mod pack doesn't crash the world gen screen and make me look kind of stupid. Oh, we're seeing some movement. Validating selected data packs. Okay. Listen, I gave it 10 gigs of RAM. It should not be... There we go. Okay. What shall we call this world, everybody? This little world of ours. Average modded experience, yeah. I'm thinking about, I got one. Done. Any other game? Any, like, settings I need to put in here? Oh, no, more options is turned off. Okay. There we go. Doesn't be running on Forge if it's that slow. It's entirely possible. I mean, Forge is a very common mod loader. Most honest world name? Hey, listen. If there's anything I am, it's honest. And also fat. I'm both. Wow, it's like a little petri dish growing a little man. Sorry, I was muted for a second because I just realized I did not, it didn't crash. No, we're good. But I had to click off because I realized you guys didn't have Spotify. Oh my god, it's loud! Oh! What do you mean? What you do? What happened? Oh! There. Holy shit. What? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Why am I in the Twilight Forest already? Welcome. Yeah. Welcome indeed. Alright. Farmer's Delight. Thank you. I don't like reading, so I'm just gonna pretend like I did read that. A vast repository of knowledge in the palm of your hands. This tome contains pre-populated with the manuals for each mod, so they're always at the ready. I have to give it a book to get a tome? Huh? Oh, U9, you're gonna have fun, yeah. Many mods add a variety of very useful tools that can easily overlook. These quests won't cover everything, but will serve to highlight some of the more notable options. Okay. Thanks. This is a lot. Me brain fried. What does the quiver even do? I don't know what the quiver does. Help! Help! I'm too brain dead for this. Oh god, lag spikes. I hope this isn't a constant. My computer's a big machine. It shouldn't be doing this, please. I beg of you. Be nice to my machine. Oh. Put arrows inside? Oh, I see. You can't pick them up with the quiver, but the quiver can pick them up. Okay, I understand. Me understand. Me get it. Me big brain. Thanks, broski. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Fishy. I realized I didn't have my activity feed up. Oops. Thank you, Fishy, for the follow. Okay, we got canopy tree saplings. All right. Well, let the shitstorm begin, I guess. Imagine being so good you complete quests by walking. I know, I'm kind of the best. There's no way alive, but I was about to say, did it not drop a log? I was gonna have a stroke. I'm like, uh-oh. Ah, yes. Back in the mines. The star's already because of Twilight? Yeah, I'm already feeling it now, Mr. Krebs. On the bright side, though. On the bright side, shaders are not can't tell. I don't think they're shaders. Does not appear so. But I do appreciate that we're here. This guy's streaming. Put him in the Twilight Forest now. Yeah. Quick, a streamer. He's playing a Modpack. Let's start him in the Twilight Forest. Okay, where do I want to build at though? Because I will say that the good thing about Twilight Forest spawn though means is there's no nighttime or daytime. It's just always this way. And mobs don't spawn in the starting biome. So it's actually like really safe. Let me see here. Lots of jars. The landscape's not very interesting and not really inspiring me at this moment. Hey, thank you for the primer, Hacks. Thank you. And thank you for the follow as well. You give me a primer and a follow at the same time? Thank you so much. Late, but at least I made it a fairly good point. Yeah, you made it like right at the Modpack. You missed all the tier list though, unfortunately. But hey, you can always go back and watch it later. That'll be immediately available on my YouTube channel. Okay. Could build a tree house that sort of connects with all the trees. Yes, but that sounds like work. And I do content creation to not work. No. I work very hard. Oh no, the canopy trees don't really give me treehouse vibes. I might just... honestly, I think that hill calls to me. It's the most noticeable landmark thing in the entire wide plains area. And I can make it like a hobbit hole. Do you like advice or nah? I like to donate, but I can't not... I like to donate, but I can't. Not because I'm broke. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, you don't have to. Donating is completely optional. Don't ever feel like you have to donate. I'm here to entertain mostly. I get ad revenue anyways. Alright. I'm gonna make a hobbit hole. That's what I'm gonna do. I think a hobbit hole would be fun. Ah. Now, if that ain't luxury Minecraft living, I don't know what is. I'm thinking about... Probably should not get too carried away with the base building. Because something tells me that this pack ain't going to be easy breezy. Canopy tree logs. Could use the alternate color. But as I was saying, don't worry about giving me money. I'm here to entertain. I get ad revenue anyways. Don't sweat it. If you find a way, that's awesome. But like, I'm not gonna beg. This pack starts you in Twilight. What MC version is this on? 1.19. You better get a decent base going. You're gonna be in Twilight for a while. Okay. And also, as for backseating, I don't think I ever answered that. Backseating only when asked. I will take like minor hints and advice as not backseating, but like straight backseating, I will only ask. I like to kind of figure this stuff out on my own. The Twitch chat rules has that. I don't know if my YouTube chat rules has that. I'll double check, but backseating only when asked. That is my rules. I don't know why Twitch decided to shove the watching without audio tag for me. Haven't used Twitch in a while. Yeah, Twitch has been weird. Oh wait, I did say something, but you didn't read it, so I'll resend it if that's fine. It was when you were talking about better MC. Go ahead. What's this mod pack about? Good question. I just started. From what I understand, it's a mod pack that's a that is a progression thing. Progression thing. Wow. Okay, my brain's cooking. It is E9 is semi kitchen sink, but E9 Expert is a progression kitchen sink. It's different. And for people wondering if I'm going to review this, the answer is no. And there's a lot of things here. Anyways, got time to the depth because it says it's your config pack and sucks when he's never seen it tried. Tried it. Yeah, that happens. I wouldn't worry about it, broski. A lot of people will just say things about stuff to just say it. Like people who watched my Grounded 2 review and assumed that I was saying that being in early access, that a game should be finished when it's in early access. Are you brain farting? No, I like to call it the brain rot working its way to my nervous system. We love kitchen sink mod packs. They aren't all the same at all. Well, I mean, put it this way. Kitchen sink is great if you have progression around it. And also, starting in Twilight Forest changes a lot. So, I'm excited to see how this goes. It could be great. It could be dookie. We will find out if this gets a second part or not. Yeah, this picture of the YouTube chat, where people are active there. That's natural. Most of my audience is on YouTube. Though, if just to put it out there, if any of you guys prefer the Twitch viewing experience, go over to Twitch. There's very few kitchen sinks that are actually good. I agree. There's very few kitchen sinks that are good. At the same time, though, I've played good kitchen sinks. Sure, whatever. It's not gonna look great. It's not gonna look beautiful. It's just basically a hidey hole to stash my stuff. I'm from a dev that made BMC, which is a low effort kitchen sink pack. Should talk about other packs. What kind of dev is that? That's fair. I like YouTube viewing more, but I can prime on Twitch. Hey, do whatever you want to do. Priming on Twitch is actually super helpful because I get paid for that. So do you. Then a second tab to get you the activity. I appreciate it. Thanks, Axe. Watch on whatever platform you like. Let me put it this way. I think I was talking about it loosely for a second, but I do this to entertain y'all. That's all it is. If I get primers or donos, that's just kind of supplementary, because I get, first off, I get ad revenue anyways. All right, I get ad revenue, so it's all good. So don't ever feel like you're forced to donate. I would rather you guys be here and enjoy what I make. I make my stuff for free. Put it that way. And also, if you were thinking about donating, might I suggest merch instead? Thank you for the primer, Bob. And thank you for the follow as well. Sorry, I was mid-conversation. I would actually recommend, or not, I wouldn't say, how do I put this without sounding like a shill? I guess there's really no way it's not shilling. Anyways, I would prefer you guys get merch, personally, because of the fact that you get something out of it. That's my main thing. I would much rather that you, the audience, get something out of what I'm doing than just giving me a dono. You can give me a dono if you want. I'm not going to shy away from that. I feel I'd rather get something out of it. Because at the end of the day, I would like you to just be like, yeah, I got something cool. Like content, or a cool shirt, or a sticker that says Serial Tonin. Point is, donos are completely optional. Don't feel like you're ever forced to do it. Twilight is an interesting mod, but the performance is dog water. Oh, 100%. Twilight Forest, my first experience with Twilight Forest was in better Minecraft, unfortunately. But in every instance I've seen Twilight Forest, it's never been optimized. Like, it's been incredibly unoptimized. And also, is the music too loud or is it perfectly fine? Do I need to turn it up? Because I know that right now there's no music in this game other than game sound. Let's do this. Do. Do. Sound is good? Good. Good. Just want to make sure y'all having a good time. Full disclosure, can I be like super honest with you guys? I've never had this large of a turn up for a live stream. To be fair, when I first started live streaming, I did not have nearly the scale of the audience I have today. Like, at all. Wasn't even close. You want to know what my highest viewer count was on Twitch? 5. With an average of 3. It was really funny. All the music could be slightly louder, but it could be the song. It could potentially be the song, because the songs always vary and stuff. It's very interesting. But, like, now that I look in chat, seeing people on Twitch, seeing people on YouTube, it's really cool. Streaming is fun. I can return to streaming because I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. That's the hardest thing about being a starting streamer, as if you ever want to get into content creation. You have no idea how hard it is to talk to yourself for a profusely long amount of time. I think maybe sideways logs on the top here. Because, listen, I might be insane, but having a conversation with myself is like having a conversation with, like, the worst person ever. No, not like that. Like, why do I call myself the worst person ever? It's like having the worst audience member ever. That's what I meant to say. It's the worst audience ever because you make lines and talk to yourself the whole time, and the only response you can do is really just respond to your own joke. It's like sitting in a padded cell and talking to the reflection version of yourself. For me, it's hard to stream English stream because I am Russian. That's understandable. The language barrier can be a real toughie out there. Real hard to have any stream, really, when you have like a language barrier going on. So language barrier is a bastard. Let me see here. Did Did I make this uneven? No, I'm just dumb. I got 2 brain cells and they compete for 3rd place. I like how my initial statement was like having a conversation with the worst person for when you're talking to yourself on stream. And it's like, imagine that, like, yeah, stream sucks. I have to talk to myself, and I suck. I'm terrible. I have B1 plus in dueling. It says, for some reason, I have C1 and C2. Huh. I'm real. Can we talk about Duolingo for a second? I used Duolingo for like a week, and then I realized that I don't like learning another language. It's really hard learning another language, and it's really unfun for me. And it was funny because I didn't even pick a practical language until I start learning. I picked Norwegian. That's useful in like 1, maybe 2 countries. And I'm in California. I should have learned Spanish. I should have learned the 2nd language of the state I'm in. But instead I chose the language to a country that is all the way across the country. Not across the country, across the world. Learn English from your childhood to 2nd grade. Hey, learn English in any way you can. I majored in English. One of the most worthless degrees I've ever gotten, but I still majored in English. I can say I at least finished college, which is more than a lot of people can say. I'm physically unable to roll my tongue, so I cannot speak many languages if I've even learned them. Oh yeah, I can't roll my tongues. I can't roll my L's and R's very well. So I also have an issue with languages that require a lot of tongue rolling. Yeah, but Norway is actually a really good state. Country. My bad. Don't worry. You're a fridge. What would you know? It's alright. I forgive you. Your task is food, nothing else. And also, what are you doing? Are you making a run for it? Alright. I think this is a good, like, starting hole, kind of. What is he playing right now? Also, hi, hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right, and the name of the mod pack is in the title of the video, hopefully, unless it cut it off. It's Enigmatica 9 Expert. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having fun. Also, if you guys ever have any question about what song is playing or not, if I don't know the title, I'll at least tell you what game it's from, because I should be able to discern that. Is it just me, or is the mic mixing a bit different from the YouTube vids? Yes! Somebody noticed! Okay. Alright, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? You want to know how I've been recording my Minecraft videos and all my videos for the past 4 months? Not even 4 months. I think it's been for the past year. Are you ready? I've been recording under a comforter the entire time. I've been under a blanket. Because it was the only way I was originally able to get good acoustics in my room. So, reminder, I just moved to California. I used to be from Missouri. And in Missouri, it is incredibly humid. So when I was recording, I was sweating really hot in a humid underside of a comforter, sweating until my sweat dripped over my eyes, recording my voice lines. I've been under a comforter for the past 6 months. So I will say, you will hear a mic difference from the foreseeable future in future videos. The quality will be different, but we'll be paying attention to it. I'm considering a new microphone so I have more range, because right now I practically have to like French kiss my mic just to get like a reasonable audio quality out of my voice. And I don't want to have to do that, because there's many things I would like to kiss. My microphone ain't one of them. Your audio is really good. What kind of studio do you use to record? Comforter. Yeah. Maybe I should make a shirt that says optimal. It says optimal acoustics. It's just me under a blanket. Which mic at the moment? I'm using a Blue Yeti, but not the Blue Yeti Snowball. It's like the actual like full Blue Yeti. I forgot what they're called. It's something stinky. I'll tell you what, because Blue Yeti mics are kind of stinky. You're from the Kamchatka Peninsula. You have 8.8 earthquake. Oh, you had the earthquake. Oh shit, are you okay? I heard about that. That I heard like that was insane. You're okay? Good. Good. Is it the Blue Yeti X or the classic Blue Yeti? I don't know. See, this mic I've had for about 4 years. So yeah, Blue Yeti definitely is one of those mics where it looks like quality, but it's awful. But the problem is I don't know what a better mic alternative is. Oh, it's Viridium. Oh, okay. Maybe I should look at the quest book. Trophy, Fierce Mind Killer, Basic Metallurgy. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, chapter 1. Basic Metallurgy. What do you mean that's chapter 1? Adventure. Oh yeah, I got Twilight Forest for being in the Twilight Forest, thanks. Vein Miner? Great, don't care. So I find it's my go-to mic. Yeah, Blue Yeti's hyped up, but it's basically advertising sales. I actually don't like Blue Yeti. I got this mic on a budget. I got this mic before YouTube was paying me. And I don't know if people know this, but I do this full time now. This is my job. Then because I get paid a decent amount now and everything's good. And I can pay my portion with my roommate and everything's fine. But my Blue Yeti was bought before I even had like the budget to get a better mic. A better mic is on the agenda, but right now I have to work with what I got. And right now it's a Blue Yeti in mostly well acoustic rooms. Yeah, rooms. Yeah. Words in mouth, hard, cannot speak, good. Like for some reason it says it's AMD audio array. Yeah, that happens. AMD seems to like to take the lunch money on my audio. Is this a kitchen sink pack or is it a Magic Tech pack? Been a while since I've looked it up. Yes. More importantly, it's a kitchen sink progression pack. How do I smell it? Do I just have to search up? Let me see. Oh my god. Furnace. Oh goodness, my brain. I'm cooking. What? What do you mean, polished andesite? I don't get torches then. More normal combo doesn't work. He found the first recipe. Yeah. Damn it. What do you mean, andesite? What do you mean? What do you mean? How do I get torches? How do I get torches? Ooh. How do I get lights? No. How do I progress? Chapter 1. Question, why are item tools hips on? I have no idea. I didn't activate them, I don't think. And maybe I did. I don't know. Surely there's a better way in the book since it's an expert pack. You know? I'd like to believe that, but I've been wrong before. Oh, I want to talk about this while I'm thinking about it. If you guys want to make clips on like Twitch or something like that, and you want to share them on other platforms, you're free to do so. Just make sure you credit the channel. That's my only thing. Credit the channel and you're good. F3H should disable them to get annoying. I'm sure I'll find out them getting annoying later. What do I do? What me do? Building, adventure, equipment. My brain's cooking. Oh, I'm looking at all the stats. Learning technology. Oh no. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I think Andesite spawns on Hollow Hills, but wow, is that a dumb recipe. Oh no. Did I sign up for the death penalty? Am I gonna not want to play Minecraft after all this again? I look so stupid right now. Come on. If you're new to Minecraft, it can be a bit daunting to figure out. That's why we made a book to sum up the basics to give you a solid baseline at the beginning of modded journey. Okay, thanks. Learning mods chapters. Okay. I need a book. Polished andesite is just made by crafting andesite together. No smelting needed. Okay. But I need to find andesite, and I'm in the one area of the whole game where stone being open face is just a thing that doesn't exist. I'm in the one dimension that does not have open face stone. Just put all that in there. Let me declare my. It says placeable. Oh yeah, books are placeable. It seems okay. What light source do I fucking use? Is that a magic map in your inventory? Is it a blank magic map? Yeah, it's a magic map. I know how to get a light source. I've got it. Gimme. Also, oh no, I need to ask this question as well. For the YouTube viewers, how often do you want to be notified of a stream? I think by default, YouTube notifies you of a stream, no matter if it's like any day of the week. So for YouTube, should I stream like once a week and then put the rest on Twitch, or what do you think I should do? I'm asking you guys because you are the people that actually get a straight notification every time I go live. And I don't want to be like the content creators like, I'm live for the 400th time this week. Only when Minecraft stream now. Dirt furnace is a thing? You lie. You lie. Why you do? Why you lie to me? How dare you lie to me like that? You've broken my heart. I also prefer YouTube over Twitch right now. Do humor me, because I feel a lot of you guys turned up to YouTube more than Twitch. Can you all tell me why? And I guess it depends on how much you stream. I want to stream 2 or 3 times a week. That's the plan. I don't know how consistent I'll be on that, but that's the plan. Or structures, which should include the Hollow Hills if your goal is rushing a furnace. I think that's going to be a thing, so let me see here. Well, that's about as useful as a bag of dicks, isn't it? It's about YouTube being full of absolute idiots. Twitch is awful. No, I agree. I don't care about most people I see use a second YouTube channel for live stuff. Okay, we're gonna real talk time. So the reason why I'm streaming even on my main channel in the first place is because I do have a live and a VOD channel. The reason they're not on there right now is because YouTube, the way it works is that, is that the Lich's Castle? Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay, well, as I was saying, the way that works is that they treat every channel as an individual person instead of knowing that the second channel is part of mine. So even if my main channel qualifies for monetization and, you know, all that goody-goody, my second channel and third channel, respectively, are treated as individual people. So in order for me to actually use those channels as a place to be an alternative for, you know, getting paid and stuff like that, they have to hit 1,000 subscribers and hit a certain amount of watch time. So as an incentive for me to stop doing this on this main channel, subscribe to the live and VOD channel. That's what we gotta do. Because if we can do that, then I'd be able to do this pretty consistently. Because since this isn't like a hobby, this is my job, right? I get paid to do this. Well, I say it like it's not my hobby. I love doing this, obviously. But like I'm saying, like, this isn't just my hobby, is what I meant to say. This is my job. I do this for a living. So I can't exactly afford, to put it that way, to make something that won't keep my lights on. If that makes sense. Found the labyrinth. By the way, if your account is under company management, you get monetization. Yeah, but it's not. Did you actually spawn in this public forest? This is so funky. Yes, I did. Trying to find this hollowed hill you were talking about. Alright, I'm allowing backseating. What's the first step I should actually be aiming for right now? To all my E9E players, what's the first step I should be doing? Are the large semicircle on the map. Oh, it's next to the Lich. You piece of shit. Thanks, Hacks. Does JEI show you all the methods for smelting? Probably. I haven't gotten that part. To tell you the truth, I haven't looked at a single smelting recipe. That's a small one. Where's the large one? They're about double the size on the map. Well, I got a small one, so we're gonna work with a small one. We're gonna work with what we can get. I hate that I'm using VPN for using YouTube, Discord, Spotify, and Roblox. Yeah. What is this song from? It sounds familiar. Friday Night Funkin'. It's the Guns instrumental for Pico Mix. You're welcome. Probably directly east of Lich. Are you telling me this isn't the Lich on the map? There we are. I'm on the map now. Good. I want to hear your opinion about what BMC led to me. I sent the conversation in Discord after stream. I can look into it after stream, yeah. God, the instrumentals to FNF are so good. Oh, hey! Speaking of the larger half circles. What do you mean this one's underwater? Unless it's not. Oh, is that what this is? Is that what this is? It's just this little patch of mycelium. I'm trying to identify things, just bear with me. This is not a pack that is approachable in the slightest. Oh no, it's raining, I'm going to melt. Like hills, you are like the hills you're climbing. Oh. Yeah, I'm still gonna find the bigger one. Just to be sure, just to make sure my little noggin gets it understood. I finished my drawing, back to watching stream. I hope the bit rate's okay. I hope that it's not lagging my voice like too bad with all this. Seems like my connection's still fine, but I know modded Minecraft likes to eat my entire computer. Modded Minecraft has to be like one of the most unoptimized things I've ever played. It lags on anything and everything under the sun. Everything's playing FPS as if the force wasn't enough. Yeah. Vocals are fine. FPS is not. I'm aware. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Pookie. I got it. I understand. Can I talk about a weird comment I got the other day? Do you guys want to hear about a weird comment? Also, mausoleum track, good stuff. Yeah, banger track. Root. I am Root. Tell us about the weird comment. I made that video on Calamity, right? One of the very first comments on that video was saying, "Nice video. By the way, Bottom, are you a femboy? Your name implies it." What do you mean it implies it? I'm sorry. Does my username is that just a presumption people have now? Like, my username's not even about that. It's about cavemen. I live under a rock. That's the joke. Why is that the first jump you make? Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. What the hell is the correct response? I was like, how do I react to that? Yeah, you watch me the first time you say that. You're new? Anyways, yeah, that was the first thing they said. And it made no sense. It made no sense. They presume off my username, the way I dress. People are weird. Pressing your shoes, I would have just started instead of tomorrow and lost in thought. You think I didn't? That's what I did. I was just so baffled. Thankfully, people replied exactly the way that I was hoping that someone would for me. But let it be known, let it be known right now that if you talk to me like that, I'm going to ban you. I won't even think twice. You are being removed from this plane of existence. Hey, I'm new here. You sound like you eat tacos for breakfast based on your looks. No, it's not even that. They went based on my username. Regardless of what that says about my taste at all, which this username was not even made before that was a discovered fact, why in the fuck is that the conclusion you jump to? Like you figure out my outfit. You figure out my outfit choice through username. Because for the record, I don't dress like that. I don't dress like that. I dress like a homeless person. I dress like I'm homeless. I did not place a waypoint near my house. That's okay. I know I'm like loosely around here. Hoos. Oh, damn it, I almost forgot. Hoos. There we are. You took my username and you jumped to conclusion. Hey, I'm new here. You sound like you like blank based on your name. Just a mad lib into whatever you want. Hey, I'm new here. You sound like you like Sonic the Hedgehog based on your name. Why would you assume that? But the answer is yes, I do like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's great. My favorite character is Knuckles. Because he's tougher than the rest of them. I'm gonna place like waypoints or something like that. I would appreciate if I just found an andesite right now. My brain's cooking trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Your game is laggy? You're telling me? I have to play in this shit. Found diorite. No andesite. Finally, someone who likes Knuckles. There's people who don't like Knuckles? He's my favorite. Hey, I'm new here. You sound like a Minecraft YouTuber. Okay, that's not fair, though. That is what people know me as. Which is unfortunate, because I definitely do a lot more game reviews these days than Minecraft Modpack reviews. But I'm still known as the Minecraft Modpack review guy. Kind of tragic. But oh well, what can you do? There should be a cave entrance on one of the sides of the hill, but just digging may be safer. The hollow hills can be rough. I will take your note for, I'll take your word for it. I'm not Dweller the Pack Reviewer, I'm Dweller the Tax Evader. Are my reviews doing better than the other videos? Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? If you want a real metric here, look at my most recent video, and then look at the Minecraft video I made. That wasn't even a review. It was just talking about Minecraft. I feel like everyone picks the usual picks. Oh. What am I looking at? Why is this weird shrimp creature undulating? If only we could see. That's a good point. I think the moment you don't let me have torches is the moment you lose your right to moody lighting. You're telling me I didn't change anything? That's a lot of ore. I knew you because of the amazing BMC review, just seeing how it's low effort. Yeah. A lot of people do. Oh, look, I'm fine with people knowing me as a Minecraft guy, that's fine. I just don't want to be known as an only Minecraft guy. That's my thing. It's why I always find it funny when I make a video that's not Minecraft related in the slightest, and then suddenly like I get a comment in there and it's like, hey guys, I think you should play this mod pack that's definitely not a repeat of the other 4 adventure mod packs you've seen. I mean, if it's working, free money. I mean, I get it. I get the idea that this is like, it's just complaining about playing video games for a job. But like, I understand the humor of it, but at the same time, I don't think it really registers how maddening it is to punch your 400th tree. You will go, like, insane. Is this coal? Sweet baby, how I missed you! Can I get the... There's no vein mining? I don't get the vein mine? What? I thought it was vein mining. Did I misread the quest? Let me check. Vein miner? There is no dedicated vein miner mod. Oh, yeah. Of course I get caught not reading. Some pickaxe doesn't change anything. There's no vein mining. I guess I gotta do everything the hard way. By the way, we're listening to the Pit People soundtrack, and that reminds me, the Castle Crashers expansion dropped today. And it's really good. One problem, though, it launched with multiplayer being able to be played. That's funny. Give me the coal, you sweet, sweet bippy. You can't read must be an Undertale fan. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. You can't read must be a You know what? No. Undertale works. Never mind. I take it back. Undertale was made with people for short attention spans, and I can validate that because it's the only RPG I can play. Undertale and Deltarune are the only RPGs I can actually play. I hate when people are right. Excuse you. Go away. Shoo. I was busy. You piece of shit. It's very appropriate that the song is Goblin Bling and I'm being chased by a gnome. They're practically goblins. They're the next best thing. What do you mean? Why you do? David the Gorilla Slaughterer? What the fuck is going on? I wanna go home! I want my mommy! What What a name! What a name! David the Gorilla Slayer. What the hell? What's your name? My name's Phil. What about you? They call me David the Gorilla Slayer. Huh, what'd you used to do? Imagine your name is... Yep, that's right. I used to work at a bunny farm. That's it, David. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can say that anymore. Bent paper. I don't know if that term's allowed anymore. I don't think I'm gonna repeat that one. I think I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for the time being. I don't know if that term's flagged or not, but it is funny. 100 gorillas versus 1 David. David probably would solo 100 gorillas. Seeing someone react to the apotheosis boss the first time? No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the apotheosis bosses. I just didn't expect them in Twilight Forest, let alone seeing them in this pack at all. But now I understand. The pack wants me dead. Ah, yes. Sweet light! Boom! Alright, well, we got coal. Holy waypoints night, by the way? Yeah. I needed it. I need the waypoint. Sorry. I love the Nuclear Throne soundtrack a lot. Refreshed by the sweet flavor of Sunny D. How much? So many quests. Look at all these exclamation points. I don't want to read all that. Engineer's hammer. What do you mean immersive engineering? What do you mean rare immersive engineering loot box? What do you mean armor piercing cartridge? Huh? Are you telling me that I get to wield an AK-47 in this mod? Do I get to whip out the Glock? No. Bad door. Oh, and also I need to talk about this as well. If I'm not streaming Minecraft every day, which is going to be the case, I'm not going to be streaming Minecraft every time I stream, what would you guys like to see? Just I pick random games, or I just pick some stuff? I could play MMOs. I could play Final Fantasy XIV and go through ARR with all of you. It would make it seem less sad. And less boring. With all the bad pacing. Modded Balacho. Wouldn't be opposed. I think I still have the cryptid mod on there. Read us a bedtime story. No. I think I'm good. How do you like turn-based JRPGs? Well, considering the fact that you don't like reading, probably not well. I think the closest I've ever gotten to liking a turn-based RPG is Pokemon. Have you ever tried MCR for Deep Rock? No. Though I think I've heard it be mentioned a few times. Don't worry about the storage. It's kind of a placeholder for now anyways. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so we got backpack. Okay. I want to talk about this with this mod pack right away. I am getting overwhelmed with this mod pack, like, right away. Because to put this in perspective, I start with a backpack and I get a backpack upgrade already. Why don't you just start me with the backpack upgrade? Hmm? Hmm? Because I thought just a theory, you know, just posing questions here. It's kind of a kitchen sink pack. I know it's a kitchen sink pack, but I was under the impression it was a more progression-based one. But, like, it's not. This is not what I expected. It has a line, it seems. But, like, it's mostly also isolated. Where's the thing I'm missing in Create? Ah, I forgot my free wrench. ATM is better for that. ATM also has some very questionable developers from what I've heard. Questionable. I'm not going to regurgitate things I can't confirm for sure. But from what I've heard, the ATM mod developers are, like, not the best. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, though. I know, so it is correct. So it is a real thing. Okay. I'm getting so much shit. I thought it was supposed to be expert, not handout simulator. It's not what I expected. Yeah. Oh, I guess now I can talk about my new guidelines for if I decide to review a Minecraft mod pack or mod or data pack. In order for me to actually consider reviewing a mod pack for the foreseeable future, the mod pack, mod, or data pack in question have to change the game enough towards practically its own experience. Like, I mean, really change it up. Because something that was happening to me when I was making the other mod pack reviews is that when mod packs had the same general layout or structure, it was really hard to talk about without sounding like I was just repeating things I've said before. So, any future Minecraft mod packs that I personally review requires it to be fundamentally different. Like, you know, Vault Hunters, or Better Than Adventure, or GregTech New Horizons, you know, SevTech, stuff like that. Things that actually change up how the game's played to a point it's its own experience. Roguecraft. Can you name some mod packs that you reviewed that were exactly the same? I won't say they're exactly the same, but I think a lot of adventuring packs do just kind of feel similar, and it's hard for me to justify talking about them. They can have different structure, but they don't really, but it's like changing things up is weird. But how many mod packs like that could there be? That's the point. I was reviewing every mod pack under the sun before, and it was a lot. Like, a lot. Imagine, like, you waking up after just getting done reviewing something that took you, like, 2 weeks, and then you get messages for 10 other options. I have to be, basically what I'm saying is that I have to be more picky choosy. People don't know good packs, I'm not gonna lie. I like to think that I know of a handful of good ones. And I think I've talked about them today. And I don't agree with ideologies. Yeah, bent paper. That's from what I heard. Hey, check out my unique adventure pack. These are the same mods as these 200 packs, but the plot twist is now you need a potato for the furnace. Yeah, pretty much. A lot of the adventure packs play the same. A lot of tech packs don't actually bother making a proper progression line, so they end up playing the same as well. So usually 9 times out of 10, it's the tech packs that usually have the more robust redesign works. But even then, I'm being more picky choosy with my mod packs and my mods and all that stuff that I choose, because they have to change the game. I think I'm done with the, I think I'm done with playing same old, same old. Alright, now we got all the points out of the way. Basic metallurgy is one of the things I need to do for the quest, and then that gives me a pistol and mortar. I need to kill the thing I can't say on Twitch because apparently that got someone banned, but you know what it is. Okay. Why do... Oh. There's no way they expect me to kill that thing this early, right? Just say snake. The snake boss. The big green snake. That's it. Snake person thing. There we are. Snake person. Thank you. Redacted got a really good one. Snake person. This is a snake person. If you have minimum iron armor, it's tough but doable. Yes, but we're talking about me here, and even though I've played a lot of Minecraft, I'm brain dead. Like, I would play chess against a 5-year-old and lose because I was playing checkers on the other side of the room. What's your stance on Apocalypse and intense survival packs? They can be fun, but I feel like a lot of them, what they do is it's just like, let me put in all these scary zombie mods and give you a shotgun. Did I put my stone pickaxe in the chest? You just described 2 of my suggestions in the Discord. Yeah, a lot of Apocalypse packs is like zombies but shotgun, or here's our 15 cryptids that we put in this one mod pack. Check inventory. Should be a circle icon you can click. Yeah, that's one, right? That's the one. Did I do good? Did I gravitate? I'm gonna be real. I'm not even gonna use the quiver. Get out of here. Go away. Shoot. Get out of here. Get you. I know the backpack can go in there, Axe. I just didn't do it because I was like, I have a quiver. But I was like, wait a second. I never use a bow. So I just put it away. Don't. Oh, it's a cicada. I thought it was a rattlesnake for some reason. So the green snake boss is honestly, it's not the worst boss to fight. It's definitely the easiest boss in this mod considering the frame rate issues that Lich provides. The only thing is that I don't like about it is that it's the wall destruction. I know why they did it. It's because of the fact that if you put up walls, it's easy to cheese the fight. Totally fair. But it's like, it charges through the hedges even. And it's just like, the hedges were supposed to be protection, but all you've done is blind me and then jump out like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. Better with Connect. Checker dance immediately after making a checkers joke, yeah. A shield? You're so right. You want something funny? There's a handful of combat mechanics I don't use as a Minecraft player. And that is one of them. I don't use shields. Do you think the Beyond packs feel fresh or just like the same as other packs? I won't say they're the same as other packs. They're definitely the better selection of the other packs, but if we're talking about general theming, yeah, they're like the other packs. It's not bad. It doesn't mean it's bad. They can be good at doing what the other packs are doing, but it is basically the other packs experience. You should be able to snipe. Ew. Young packs aren't good in your opinion? Oh, I'm sensing a flame war that's gonna happen in YouTube right now. I think Broski and Traylon are about to throw hands. Do 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 do. I'm being pinged on messages right now. What's happening on my phone? Stop pinging me. Oh, hey, speaking of Balacho earlier, here's a banger. Dun 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 dun. I like the shield just covers up too much of the screen. For me, the issue is that I've played Minecraft for so long that the concept of an item that... Did I previously leave my torches at home? Good thing it's like coal right here. Turn up the music. I can do that temporarily. Hold on. Do 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 do. Let me make sure my compressor is set to the right settings. Sorry, it takes me a minute to actually adjust the audio. There. I don't know what I was talking about before I had to change the music. Sorry. I've completely forgot. Content creator has the memory of a goldfish. Confirmed. I don't hear the music at all, just me. Anyone else have an issue hearing the music? Because I want to make sure that we are hearing it. I don't want it to be like just I think it's just you. Okay. I don't get down. Sometimes I'm gonna have to get down here. If I have to get down there, I need to find a safe passage. Shields make you play very passively. I kind of agree. But when I was playing, oh, that was it. I was playing when I've been playing beta. Like I played most of my playtime in beta when I was a kid. So whenever I heard of shields, I was like, oh, cool, a defense option. And then I never used them. Not because it wasn't good or something. It's just not ingrained in my unga bungoid brain. My brain works off Unga Bunga, me club dog with rock. Like that's how my brain works. I do not use my brain. What? You did not just do that to me, Mouse. Ooh. You just tried to like be like, oh, you meant to hold your axe. Like, no, I meant to place block. Place block for funny adventure. Oh, what the hell? That's a lot of everythings. There's a lot of ore down here. A whole lot of none of my business. I'm getting out. Let me out. Are those cave spiders? I'm good. You know what? I'm okay. I can do without. That's fine. Surely, if I can make copper ore, there won't be a problem. If I use the copper ore, iron? Well, it's my lucky day. Where's shaders? I don't think there's shaders in this pack, buddy. I think genuinely there's no shaders. I think this is just how twice. No! Let me out! Let me free! Oh, shit, I'm dead. You dick! I don't like this pack anymore, it's scary. I don't want to play anymore. And that's where all my ores are, too. And the death loop begins. Nuh-uh. Cause check this tech out. Nah, I'll change it when I get closer to there. I want my shit back. I ain't afraid to admit that I'll swap the piece, we'll get my shit back. I ain't afraid to admit that I'm terrible. What do you think I am? Pirate software? That's a really big comedy joke that definitely won't age like milk. Check this out! Atomize all the monsters with one button. Yeah. The Hollow Earls are supposed to be an early Twilight thing, and spam mobs that have like 8 armor and lock you in place. So what you're saying is I'm gonna have a grand old nice dinner with whatever's gonna kill me down there. We'll have a nice candlelit dinner, we'll have a filet mignon, and then violence. Why did that fall over? What the fuck is that? Where are you? What? Hold on a second. Hold on. What the fuck? What you do? You gonna work now? Yeah. Okay. What's happening right now? I'm kind of late. Well, what just happened is my air freshener from my room had decided to jettison itself from the electrical socket. And I had to fix that. Listen, I know the odds are against us, but don't worry about it. Chat, don't worry about it. Chat, don't worry about it. Nothing happened. There's no such thing as a peaceful button. It's all in your head. There's no, nothing happened. Nothing happened, everything's fine. Nothing happened, everything's fine. Nothing happened, everything's fine. This death never happened. This cave spiders didn't happen. I already know my guy used peaceful and beyond death and better than wolves. Not in better than wolves, but beyond death there was moments, yes. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I will be completely upfront. I've used peaceful for review sometimes. Did you open that chest you passed by? No, that's cheating. Listen, I'll get my stuff back, but I'm not going to just open something I didn't earn. Come on. I'll grab my stuff back, but, you know, I'll fight for that chest. I'm willing to put it in the effort, to go the mile. Yeah, I'm going back and earning it right now. Never mind, that's a spider. Fuck off. I'm good. You know what? As a matter of fact, you can have it, Mr. Spider. Have a grand old day. Shoot, we've already been streaming for like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I feel like I haven't streamed that long. Okay, so if you guys want to know my thoughts on this mod pack so far, I'm not reviewing it, and this probably will be the only stream of me playing it. Not because it's hard, but because of primarily this. Having multiple quest lines like this. Let me tell you right this. But I just remember the boot hates spiders. Minecraft spiders are fine. I grew up with Minecraft spiders, and they don't look remotely like spiders. They're okay. I could help you. I have... Okay. Everyone's saying that it's because E90 is hell. No. It's not because it's hell. It's because... I'm going to tell you something about how you pace your packs right now. If you want some proper bottom dweller advice for how to pace a pack, this is bad. All this is bad. Having every quest immediately open, a quest line immediately open, for you to immediately start progressing down right away, and having it to where you can just pick up anything and get multiple quest rewards and more spots, it is absolutely brain melting. When I was trying to talk to you guys noticed, right? When I was talking to you guys and trying to enjoy the pack, you guys saw when I got all those exclamation points, my brain stopped working. Like, it just stopped. It was too much. It was too much. If you're going to do quests, don't just make quests for every individual mod. Make a proper quest line. Proper quest lines are great. That's why GregTech New Horizons sat very starkly in A in my mod pack tier list. For a mod pack that goes above and beyond to be the most batshit antagonistically designed thing ever, it's well paced. And it has a quest book that takes you exactly in the directions you need to be going. With some side quest things, but they aren't important. This one, every side quest segment is important, and then they have them all available to you all at once. Liminal Industries is a pack I'm looking into playing and has a very well designed quest line. I love quest lines and mod packs that are actually designed. And I hate Cisco, if you have a good RNG, you already beat the pack, and I hate it uses AI. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If your pack uses AI, fuck right off. I will not be playing it. Using AI on mod pack advertisements is probably some of the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Ooh. It's probably some of the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Tin ore. Wow. Certus quartz blocks. I hate when you start to really like something only for kind of uses AI. You know what that was for me? You know what that exact moment was for me? That was the Sasquatch videos on TikTok. Those Sasquatch videos on TikTok, I love them. AI, every single one of them. And that makes me so sad. I was really hoping it was some guy in a suit. Like a really high-tech suit. With like proper like facial makeup stuff and whatnot, because I would have loved that. But nah, it's AI. I've been let down. Sasquatch AI might be the only instance of AI that I don't necessarily hate. I don't appreciate that it costs like a whole 9 gallons of water to make each one of those. But like, it's pretty funny. Oh man. You know what? Is there a way I can like do a poll on what my next stream should be? I'm trying to think here. What? Because like I have Discord, right? And my Discord has the polls typically, but I also post them on YouTube, and I don't know which one's actually being honest about the votes. I'm trying to think thonk with my big brain. I have Discord, right? Great question. Yeah, I have the platform that advertises this very stream on, right? I wasn't sure. A real mystery on that one. Could make a poll. Yeah, I could make a poll. I just don't know what games I want to do. Because the thing is that's really difficult is I have to pick a stream subject that actually interests my audience. And as we discussed before, a lot of my audience really likes the Minecraft stuff, and that's fine. I like the Minecraft stuff, but yeah, I would like to play more of the Minecraft. There's a lot of ore in here. My house is rich. We're rich. We're rich. Oh, by the way, that's one of my that's my donation sound effect if you donate under $10. About Terraria. It's so funny you mentioned that. I've considered doing a Calamity Infernium, I think it's called. Calamity Infernium run. For a stream, not a video, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That was the question in place. But my donation side effects, I do have one. And it actually is based on how much you donate. So like $1 to $10 is we're rich. Or I think it's like 1 up to like 20. I don't know. It's like I think it's up to the 20 mark. Up to the 20 mark, it's we're rich. Past the 20 mark, up until 50 is medic yelling free money. Like medic TF2 yelling free money. And then the last one above 50 is the Banjo-Kazooie life gain sound effect. Satisfactory stream win? I wish I could, but Satisfactory eats your computer. Infernium is cool, just be careful what mods you use with it. It is very prone to imploding. Would adding a wing slot mod hacks? Would adding the wing slot mod implode Infernum? Like at all? Because that's the one thing I don't appreciate about Terraria is the wing slot mod. Wing slot should be fun? Cool. That's really the only thing I need. Wing slot is the only thing that should have ever been added to vanilla. Well, not the only thing, but it's something that should have been added to vanilla like a long time ago. A good 8% of the modded players use the wing slot mod, yeah. Hold up, I'll be back. All good. I'm basically winding down anyways, bent paper. Like, well, we're winding down as in like we're just slowing down a little bit, not really so much as like I'm leaving. I think I got like another hour in me. I'll be fine, but anything that tweaks world gen, yeah. Magic storage was a given. I keep going back and forth. I'm at the point where the conversation's so good, I'm just doing that like run around. Like, oh. I just need andesite, dude. If I can get andesite, I can, like, make a furnace, and I can make progress. You support it? Yeah. Glad my audience would love to see me just run on circles. Speaking of Terraria, you guys heard of Modpack that aims to integrate the main mods into each other? Yeah. Heard about the Modpack for Terraria. I don't think I'm going to be playing it. That's the thing, is I think after Calamity, I think I'm willing to be like, okay, I've played modded Terraria, I'm fine. I have a question for chat who's played Twilight Forest. Are the hills usually this dense with ores? Oh, damn, I punched my microphone. Ow, shit! Owie. Ow. Birdie. When caution gets going with my friends, I dig myself into a hole and I run around in real life. Real! Hollow hills are normally filled with ore. Okay. Wasn't sure this was like an origin change, because this is an absurd amount of metal. Okay, I'll make a poll. I've got some ideas. Oh, we got some ideas. My brain's cooking. Do you guys think maybe it was overzealous to do a 4-hour-long stream for my first stream back? Because I think I'm getting tired. I think I'm experiencing exhaustion. You ever played Hollow Knight? Yes. I liked it, but I never finished it. For no real reason except for other games caught my attention at the time. What time is it where I'm at? Well, it's also 12 o'clock. For you. For me, it's only like 9. You know, as weird as it sounds, I think this is a good spot to call it for the night. Just because of the fact that it's been 3.5 hours. This is my first, well, more than 3.5 hours. It's my first stream back. So if you're watching this in the future, then, you know, follow on Twitch, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, whatever you, just choose whatever platform you want to and do what you want to do there. Or don't. I mean, hey, you do. Not your mom. I legally require you to tell you to stream Hollow Knight. Yesn't is my answer to that. Maybe. I don't know. Won't promise anything on that one. But I'll leave a poll in Discord for you guys to respond to. In Discord. Keyword Discord. And we'll go from there and see what the next stream's going to be. Hopefully by then I'll have a bit more of my streaming linguistic skills back. And I hope this first stream back was entertaining for you guys. I know it was really interesting. It's definitely... my brain is frying. Yeah, I know it was very interesting because this isn't my normal way of talking. I don't act like this on camera very often, so I hope you guys all liked it. Genuinely, I mean, it was really fun talking with all you guys and hanging out. To be completely honest, glad to have you all here, and thanks for giving my stream a shot. Until next time, though, this has been the Bond Dweller. See you when I see you.